Okay, I'll give it a couple minutes. Hopefully people will come over from the other live stream. Hoping. I should have, if that vertical wasn't bad, I wasn't live too long and I already had 258. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I probably should have just stayed that way. Now I'm going to lose half my audience because I did that. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Zero Fox. Hey, Mom, Done Autistic Angel. Hey, Catherine, Shelly. Thank you, guys. Hey, Doe Beans. I'm sorry. I should have put my link in the chat. I'm so sorry. Hey, Taylor. I will learn tomorrow. I will take the time and learn redirect with. I'll make some time after we get back from the beach. Well, you got an alert, so another alert will go out. Oh, cool. So you're getting them? Wow, good. Nothing, Taylor. I was doing vertical, and I can't have nobody up, and I want beat him to come up if he comes back in. I hope he does. But you can't have nobody up on vertical. I wanted people to come up and tell me what they thought about this one. So that's why. That's all. Coffee, right? What? This stream is 6 days old and now YouTube's going to copyright it? Are you kidding me? They're doing that with any coverage I had on the protest. Any coverage. And I didn't even, go after it because, or say anything because, on the other one, it was 12 cents. You can have it. Okay. You need the 12 cents that bad. You can have it. But this other one's 6 days old and now they're going to say, put it in the red. What the hell? Oh, it's the one for 12 cents. Oh, it's because of the tear gas being launched? What? No, they can trim it out. I don't care. It's not worth it for me for 12 cents. It just isn't. Hey, Julie, good to see you. Sheila, the simple bitch. Brittany, hey, Naomi, hey, Fred. That is crazy. They can have the 12 cents, all right? That is freaking nuts. Sometimes they don't make any sense. But we've seen things that they let go on here. It's like, come on. Come on. This is crazy. I'm just doing subs only. Just because I don't want a bunch of bullshit with the trolls, which is all you got to do. It's not. This lady is freaking. This lady is freaking nuts. I switched it over. Okay. I don't know how the sound is. I haven't even checked my sound. Let's go back to what we were playing. I hope she's going to do better. Because I'm ready to move on from her. I really am. Oh my gosh. Went the whole way back. Oh. So what she does is she reviews other people talking about other people. Oh my God, honey, you don't want to. She doxes the heck out of herself. She shows pictures of her and her family. You don't want to do that on YouTube. You clearly don't know nothing about YouTube. You should, yeah, no, that's a hard no for me. I mean, she's showing all her pictures. What the hell? That is crazy to me. Mm-mm. But treated like a king. Oh, I forgot to do YouTube Premium. I knew I forgot something. Oh, yeah, this woman is. I love my BF Mike Terry Lynn. I got it. Hey, Lip Lock. Thank y'all for coming in. This woman is showing her. I want to fast forward through this. She's showing her.
It was nice. It was very hot. But it was very cool. We got down there to the
Which one is this?
I think that's a really, really awesome thing. It was it was a long time coming, and it needed to happen. So I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit because she doxes herself. She puts herself out there, and I don't want to see her in a face.
Oh, she's that's playing nonsense. Hey, Smiles, good to see you. She's playing nonsense. Mm-mm-mm. This woman, I know this is the right one. Let me make sure. She plays nonsense a lot. So, yeah, no, this was just 6 days ago, and it's at 11 days ago. Oh. Okay, so let's see what her videos are. Yeah, no. She's got a hard on for nonsense. I guess that's how she's trying to grow her channel, by going at nonsense. What? Then she put, oh, she just did a 7-hour live, or a live 7 hours ago. I don't know what it's about. Holy cow. I'm sure it's reviewing nonsense because Sebastian Rogers discussion bullying PSA. Oh, here's the one we were reviewing. I'm almost afraid to blindly go into one of hers and see what it's about. She was talking about burnt toast for 5 hours. Oh. Okay. We'll listen to a little bit more, then I want to move on from this one because the more attention you give something like this, the more it helps her.
Her go.
They know.
And they know they can push her buttons, and what will make her go. Just like calling CPS. They knew
No,
it
honey.
was gonna.
It wasn't they. Shut up. It wasn't they. It was one person from her own camp that called CPS and law enforcement. Don't say they. Stop. You're a big idiot. Toastie's new subject. Yeah.
What it was gonna do.
A girl who smells like frogs. Hey, pick me.
I guarantee you, it was someone over there on one of those channels that if it was a creator, it was a sub or someone within that hate group that called CPS because they
No, ma'am. You clearly don't watch Britney, do you? You clearly do not watch Britney or anybody else. It was one of Britney's own. It was someone that not only was on her panel, but who was a sub of hers and a member. It was no one else. How do you not know that if you watch all these people? This was 6 hours ago. And she don't know that?
know she would respond to it and say something
No, it's the worst thing she did. She should have never brought it to YouTube.
because she wasn't grifting for anything. And they have to have her grifting about something.
Oh, honey, she's always. What are you talking about? She grifts. She downright begs every live. Stop. You clearly don't watch anything.
Just like the whole call the cops.
Remember, for 1
I
month.
guarantee you they put Dark Horse up to it. Now, they ain't going to admit
No
that
one
shit.
put Dark Horse up to it, idiot. Dark Horse has been telling Britney for a year she was going to do it. She sent her an email. What is wrong with you? See, you aren't worth the time because this all it's going to do is draw people to your channel. You being stupid, I think, on purpose. You wanting attention. You're trying to grow your channel by sticking up for her and going at nonsense and granny's watching. Bad mistake. And now you want to talk about Toasty? Oh, Lord.
Shit, but
oh, Purple.
The fact that Dark Horse has been up on so many different people.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Welcome to Poolside, everybody. You're a misfit like the rest of us. Oh, Captain Ganja got one. Salty Mamas. Yes. Miss Devaya.
Panels on the dark side. And yeah, she used to go in.
No, she was up on what, 2, maybe 3? She was over at Britney. She was one of Britney's. That had nothing to do with anybody else. That was a her and Dark Horse issue.
She used to be on panels.
Hey, Michelle.
But we don't even know if she wasn't like one of those double
He's good. He's just taking a break. That's all. Just taking a break. Hey, B Tim. Yeah, he's just taking a break. He was. Some people are just, the Britney stuff just got too deep and they just don't want to listen to it, or, they got other things going on in their life, and he'll be back. He'll be back. He's good though.
She could have been a mole.
I do. I miss him too. I told him that.
She could have been going into Britney, trying to be on Britney's panels, and then running back and telling the hate channels what she was doing.
Huh? No, honey. None of us even knew her, or had. And we're not hate channels, by the way, but nobody even knew her. She didn't come around until she came and confessed. And she had sent emails to people a while back, but no, she wasn't around on panels and in chats and stuff. I wasn't familiar with her.
Nonsense has already said that she's gotten emails. Somebody else said they had emails from her. Had gotten emails from her.
Wow.
So that right there tells me that there's been correspondence with the hate channels.
No, nobody freaking bothered to even read them, let alone answer her back. Lady, use a dumb frog. Use a dumb one. You didn't pick up on no common sense. You clearly don't listen to anything anybody says, because you wouldn't be saying this stuff. You know what? She fits right in with a Britney supporter. She fits right in with a Britney supporter. They don't comprehend anything.
Before any of this went down.
Wow.
So you can't sit here and tell me that she's not part of the hate channels, and that there isn't a possibility
Okay.
that she was.
First off, there is no hate channels. Second off, no, she's not part of anything that I'm aware of, except she was part of Brittany's little community.
Put up to this.
No one put her up to it
because they knew that she would respond to it.
Oh my gosh. No, actually, the worst thing she did was come out and respond to it. She should have shut her mouth about the whole CPS stuff. At least not went live within hours of CPS being at her home. But that's just my opinion. Hey, Aries.
I guarantee you it all will come back. Because I guarantee you, if you were to show, if they were to show to give law enforcement, have somebody take their discords before they can even delete anything off of there, I guarantee you there's a bunch of shit going on in their discords. Behind the scenes. They do shit behind the scenes in discords.
Are you aware that Brittany has a Discord? I can't wait for those screenshots to be put out, because you know they will be.
They're always doing shit behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly, Niplock. Hey, Billy Sunday.
I guarantee you there's more that's in store for Brittany. Far worse things. And it's only a matter of time before that comes out.
No one's calling me.
These people are fucking sick. I call them the YouTube mafia now. They should be like the predatory mafia too. Because the fact that you have videos, pictures.
Now look.
You know,
when I was playing you first on the vertical feed was 11 days ago when she said exactly this. So, and this was 6 hours ago. I swear she has this stuff wrote down.
Oh, you're looking into a minor child's things.
No one's looking into him. Keep
You're
believing
looking
Brittany.
into her mother-in-law's Facebook. I've got a screenshot that proves. I know one thing. I got a screenshot where in Nonsense's chat, one of her chatters said where it came from. That picture of one of Brittany's kids. Even though it has a smiley face over it. They even said it came from her mother-in-law's Facebook.
Hey, Mama Chelbell.
Why the fuck are you looking up her? Just because it's on Facebook doesn't give you the right to go taking pictures and fucking posting them. Just like they did to me. They took a picture of me and my son. They cropped my son out and took a picture of me and posted it on X.
The stuff you do and post on X, shame on you.
I didn't give you permission to put it on
there.
Don't
need it if it's a public. If it's in the public, don't need it. But you forget that, you know, the person you're defending, her and her minions, or her mods, whatever you want to call them, they do a lot of backdoor shit and a lot of digging on people. Hey, two sides.
It's a good thing my son was fucking cropped out of it.
I seen it too.
My son is a minor, and I would go after somebody.
No, I'm just clicking my later.
Fucking doxing my fucking son. Believe that.
Lady, you just shared pictures of your whole family on your YouTube. Oh. Yeah, I'm not on board with that either. Two sides. That's just predatory. Not. Each to his own. It's just not my cup of tea. But I can't tell a grown adult what to do.
They're fucking mafia. They think they can do whatever the
The
fuck they
mafia.
want.
The
They can
mafia.
dox people. The GW said, well, she doxed herself when she did this litigation.
She
She didn't
did.
dox herself.
Yes, she
Other
did.
people were fucking doxing her.
No, she doxed herself because that's public information. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. Oh,
Because
boy.
they were putting this fucking paperwork, showing the
Yeah,
paperwork
I'm
on
with
the,
that. Two
ooh,
sides.
there's a, what the fuck kind of bug is that? What kind of bug that is? That's a weird looking bug.
Oh, boy.
Ew.
We got a bug.
Almost looks like a walking stick in a way.
It's probably a
Has a
stink bug
long
or a
ass
stick bug.
body, but
Mm-mm.
I had to kill something on my wall.
Ugh.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Yeah, she is random.
Or like what not a walking stick, what is that? Praying mantis? It looks like a baby one though. Because it's not green, it's like a yellowish brown color.
Honey, you're swallowing the mic. Back up from the mic. Pull your mic back.
Weird.
Hey, beautiful disaster. Oh, yeah.
Anywho,
He's for real.
you know, the fact that people are that you put it, even though it's on paperwork, that doesn't give you, just because it's public information does not give you the right to fucking sit here and dox it over social media. It does not give you the right.
I gotta see if she gets any views. She got 32 subscribers. She got 27 views.
I don't get how all these people are like, well, it's on social media. I've got my shit locked out on Facebook. So if they
CJ
got it
Casey
off my
on.
Facebook, they know they got a hold of somebody on my friends list, or there's a picture somewhere that somebody shared of me and my son, and that they got a hold of, and they used it, but it still doesn't give you the right,
37
because I
people
did
are
not give you
idiots.
permission to share that photo. You do
Oh.
not have my permission. If you don't have my permission, you shouldn't be anyone's permission. You shouldn't be, you know.
You don't know how it works out here, do you? And on X. Okay.
Especially personal photos, especially minor children.
I happen to agree with you about posting minor children. I
It's just
absolutely
like
agree with you.
picture, that one picture, it was going around. I was not okay with it. It was a picture of Katie with Chris's daughter. I'm sorry, I'm not okay with that, because she is a minor. She should not have been
Oh
doxed
yeah,
like that. There is no.
she doesn't realize how bad she really sounds. The art. She needs to back off of the mic. And you're right. Clear your nose. And your allergies are bad right now. Mine are killing me. But take something. I mean, this is really gross. I'm sorry, but this is really gross.
I do not agree with that. I do not agree. But I can't sit here and blame the creators for it, because it's not the creators' fault. It's somebody that,
It's all right,
that took
Purple.
the picture and posted it and made it, public. I don't always agree
Mama
with everything
Telbel,
that happens.
that was an accident. If you're still here, could you please type in chat? She fixed it right away. Sometimes you just bump your screen and it does it. Sorry. Hey, Perp. She sounds
No, I
like a
don't agree
frog
with it.
here.
But it still doesn't make it fair game. Just because someone else does it doesn't make it fair game.
Mm-mm. Okay, thank you, Mama.
You should be like looking into whether they got Discord or YouTube or Facebook or Twitch accounts, or especially if they're minors.
Hmm.
You shouldn't be looking. You shouldn't be posting pictures of them. I'm sorry, that's
What's
a
the matter,
no.
Dookie?
It will always be a no.
Stop lying on us, and we'll stop telling the truth on you.
No, you're not going to. Just like the true crime. She did true crime last night, and you're still gonna call her out, even though she was doing true crime. That's
She doesn't just do true crime, she throws in the drama with the true crime. You clearly don't listen or pay attention to what you're watching. You really don't know nothing about Brittany. You really don't. Maybe this isn't the way to build your channel, honey.
tells me right there you don't give a fuck what she does. You're after Brittany herself. Because if she was doing true crime, like she said, why are you calling her out on her true crime?
Because she spreads misinformation and disinformation, and she makes fun of people and the families. She goes after the parents. She exploits the victims. Yeah, all those and above. Not to mention, she sucks at it.
That just proves that you are
And she
after her.
doesn't know what she's talking about.
No matter what she does, you're still going to come after her.
No.
You're just proving how the fuck y'all are.
Nope.
It's not going to matter
It's called reviews. Do you not understand that reviewing and commentary is what built YouTube, is what YouTube was built on? It is called reviewing someone's live stream. Pretty much what you're doing.
It's true crime. It's drama. It's personal. It's about the riots.
She swallowed a frog.
It doesn't matter. No matter what, as long as it involves Brittany, you're going to fucking attack her.
Huh?
That's
No.
all it is.
No.
You're just fucking showing your fucking true colors.
No, honey. You sound stupid as fuck. I mean, is she really this? Wow.
You are after Brittany. Don't fucking lie about it. Don't sit here and say, oh, I'm an advocate. You're not a fucking advocate. You're a fucking liar. And just earlier before this, she was up on GW's panel.
So?
Talking shit about Brittany.
Hey, Freddie is ready.
You can go back and watch it. Some about clowns.
So?
It's the last live stream GW did.
So what you did was you looked at the thumbnail and that was it. Because you clearly aren't watching anything. Another one.
She's talking about Brittany too. She's talking about the car thing.
So?
And GW is only proving what she's all about. This is all about retaliation to her. Because in this anti-slap thing, all Brittany wanted was for her to stop talking about her. Right? But
no. Brittany saw it as a way to get one over or get one up on Granny's watching. It's been a long time feud. Brittany doesn't shut up about Granny at all. God, this woman knows nothing.
What does GW want out of this? She wants punitive damages. She's going after Brittany for everything, and she will. Watch, mark my words. She'll go
She's
after
allowed
Brittany
to.
for everything she has.
She has a right to.
Just to prove it's retaliation.
No. No.
That's all it is. It's retaliation because of Brittany.
Oh my God.
She has so much hatred for Brittany, especially since she was involved in that RICO.
You mean the one that they lost and got their asses handed to them and now have to pay any and all court costs and legal fees. That one, the one she lied about and lied in her statement to the court, that one, she tried to go after Granny's life. She made this real life. She took it there.
She's asking for punitive damages, which means she's after money. If she's after money, it just proves who the better person here is out of the two.
Why shouldn't she get her legal fees back? This should have never happened. She should have never had to have an attorney. She should have never had to pay a penny out for an attorney for this frivolous crap. Yes, she is entitled to every penny back.
Too, because Brittany only wanted GW to leave her the fuck alone. GW is out for punitive damages.
She clearly
what
doesn't
does that
know.
tell you? To me, that tells me
You understand that the court will award the legal fees and court costs. That court will decide exactly how much they pay. Not Granny. The court.
a big chunk of what is who the right person
Oh,
in
it's all
this
right. Two
situation
sides.
is.
I feel you.
Because if you're asking for money, you don't have the same intentions.
Yep.
You're bullshit. I just want to be left alone. I've heard that. How many times have you said that, GW? But you're after punitive.
No, it's too late for that. Granny did leave Brittany alone. Brittany was the one who would not stop. Brittany was the one who could not go a live stream without mentioning and blaming the world on Granny's watching. Brittany is the one that took part in filing this frivolous injunction. This isn't on Granny. This was done to Granny, and she has every right to seek damages for what was done to her.
Punitive damages fucking mess me with that fucking bullshit. You're a lying sack of shit.
Oh, thank you, Ready
Because
Freddy.
if you just want to be left alone, why are you asking for punitive damages? Huh? The fact that Brittany only wanted to be left alone?
That's not what Brittany wanted. That's not even close to being true. Brittany saw it as a way to get at Granny. Pure and simple. It was not to be left alone. Brittany thought she was going to gain out of it, and it backfired on her ass. Hey, Midwest.
She didn't want you to talk about her anymore?
Yes, she should. I agree, Catherine.
That shows who the better fucking person is.
Yeah, and it was Granny, because Granny didn't do live stream after live stream after live stream about Brittany. Brittany couldn't go a live stream without, like I said, blaming Granny for everything that happens.
Just think about that. Put that through y'all's fucking brains.
Oh, boy.
And the fact that they're after her, whether or not she does true crime or not, just proves that they're after Brittany no matter what she does. They can lie through their motherfucking teeth. They will lie and lie and lie. This will forever be a battle to get her to the fuck off of YouTube. They will continue to fucking harass her. And they know they could get away with it because YouTube ain't doing shit about it. This is fucking cyberbullying. And that is not right. You should not cyberbully anybody. The fact that it's gotten this bad and that these people think that they could do, maybe Brittany is
yeah, I've seen her.
Maybe she does. Maybe she's not totally innocent.
Hey, Tattoo.
Okay, but that doesn't give you the
right.
right.
Oh, honey, she's far from innocent. In fact, she had no evidence to support any of the lying-ass claims she put in her court documents, in her statement. She lied.
Do what you're doing. Because that's just proving that you could do it, and you will do it to anybody and everybody that you don't like. And that, to me, is wrong. And for that, I will go after anybody that does that shit. Because it's not right. It is not right for you to fucking cyberbully and harass somebody the way you do to Brittany.
Oh my.
You should not be harassing people. You should not be threatening people. You should
Honey,
not be
it's called reviewing. Reviewing.
telling whether or not they're true crime
Yeah, dude,
or
I'm going
whether
to
or
move
not they
on to someone else here in a minute.
can't do true crime.
Because
You
it's
should
getting
not
on
be
my
telling
nerves
them
too.
anything.
It's grossing me out.
And the fact that you are just makes you a fucking target to me.
Oh. On X, she bullies. She sure does.
And I will call your ass out.
Yep, she is nuts on X. You are so right, CJK.
On it.
Hey, Rowena.
This is the kind of shit. This is the kind of shit that these people are capable of. These felons are capable of. Whether or not they have shit on their record or not. These are those type of people that think they can get away with whatever the fuck they want to do.
Oh boy.
And that the internet will just let them. I really hope there's some cybersecurity.
Lady, do you not read your own Twitter post? Cause woof. Yeah.
Fucking people that are watching y'all and all the fuck shit you're doing.
She wished people dead?
And I hope they come knocking on your motherfucking doors.
Oh.
Karma is gonna really hit you hard for all the fucking shit you're pulling. And this just proves that even if it's not her, they're gonna move on to somebody else. They could do this to
Purple
somebody
Dragon
else.
Show, are you
And they
pocket
will.
modding? You deleted
If you
messages?
stand by and don't say a motherfucking word, you are just as guilty as these people.
Oh. Oh boy.
Because you're sitting here letting it happen. I don't care if you like Brittany or not. This is wrong on so many fucking levels. I'm sorry, but it is.
Got it? It's not that fucking hard. Like, what do you not get? So, your CPS case is over. I thought it was over the first day. They knew you were good people. Okay, that's been over. Why are you still fucking talking?
It's not over the first day. That's a fucking lie.
But that's what Brittany said. There, frog lady. Clearly, she does not. I'm telling you, this woman doesn't watch anything. She just looks at thumbnails and goes blind. She doesn't watch anything. There's just no way. That's exactly what Brittany said. Are you kidding me? I cannot. Was stupid.
There's a case. They have to close the case. They have to review it. They do all their paperwork and shit. It takes like 30 days or so for them to fucking close it out. But I'm sure the first day, I'm sure that if they would have found something.
She's nuts, Roro.
That,
Okay.
Whether or not they did or didn't, that's nobody's fucking business. But, I mean, if she says they didn't find nothing, they didn't find nothing. But they still have to do all their paperwork and they have to leave it open for so long. And then they close it out. At least that's the way it works here.
You seem pretty familiar.
Talking about it. And the
Okay.
remodel has been going on for years. So again, why do we give a fuck?
Because maybe it hasn't been going on for years. Maybe it's just that
Rowena.
things happen, and you know, I love how people think, oh, this you should remodel and you shouldn't talk about it anymore. Like, or
I don't.
it's like,
It's not a remodel. I believe she was making the necessary corrections or what that CPS was requiring them to do. Getting the running water working. Lord knows how long they've been without that in most of the house. Um, Cleaning up. I mean, she had to go buy mattresses. She was buying throw rugs to hide the stained carpeting. Yeah, come on. She said Craig did all the work. Old Craigie boy.
how do I say this? You know, things happen.
I ate too many flies
Uh,
on BJ's
I
stick.
need to remodel.
I hate
I
you.
need to put new carpet down. I'd love to paint the walls of this house because it's all fucking one color.
So do it.
And I was sick of looking at white all the time. I'd love to fucking paint the walls of my house. But do I get to do it? No, not always. Don't always have the money, or something's going on. Or,
Mm,
you know,
Dookie doo.
we got something else happening. We don't have the money for it. You know, shit happens. And you also got to remember, you are not making the city better. I don't see, I don't get people who
Dookie,
sit there
no.
and they want to
No, you
bully
can't have
somebody
that.
and make somebody all
No,
depressed
kitty.
and shit. And then they're like, they're making fun of them because they don't do stuff. Well, you know, have you ever thought about the fact that what you're doing is the cause of that?
Okay, Sir Duke, you have to get
Like,
down.
they
Come on
don't.
now.
Well,
Come on.
you're not in a good situation. Not saying this is Brittany, but I'm just saying in general that sometimes people lose interest in things because they get all depressed over it. And if someone's bullying them or saying things, harassing them or saying things to them, and then they're not wanting to do their normal stuff, and then you're going to attack them for that, don't you think
Her,
that it's your fault?
she's not being attacked. She's being reviewed because of the bullshit she puts out here. It's all on her. Y'all want to move on from this lady? Do you want to move on to Crime Time Buzz? Because I want to see what she's saying where she's going to call the FBI.
You're not to blame for this? That you're not the cause of that?
Yeah, she's
Maybe
not a
if you
victim.
fucking laid off
Dookie
of her,
doo. Well, you,
maybe
oh,
she
you're
would
being
have the
such a
energy
bad
to do
kitty.
things. Again, I'm not saying
No.
that's Brittany.
Oh, you're
That
going to
could
get it.
that could relate to
I'll
anybody.
zoom to the
But
moon.
I
I'm
mean,
telling you.
you can't sit there and go after somebody and then expect them to be doing normal things and think that because they're not, it's their fault. When you're the one that's attacking them for that, for whatever that is.
No, you're not getting it, so don't get them big eyes going. I'm going to type in chat when on panel. Okay, Roro. Oh, there's two of you. Hey, Roro. Oh, that one jumped down. Okay. Hey, Roro.
Hey, what up?
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm fine. Oh, I think this is Brenda C's daughter. This is what I picture Brenda C being a more mature, older person than this. Yeah, that's Brenda C's little baby girl. I do.
Oh,
I do. I
my.
do. I do.
She
Yeah.
clearly doesn't watch anything. She
No,
looks
she
at
don't. Well,
thumbnails.
now I have to correct you because you're giving misinformation. She
Uh-oh.
does watch BJ. I mean, I
But
know BJ's, but I mean, you say she doesn't watch anything. She watches BJ and only BJ.
But
She only watches BJ.
does she actually listen? Because she said a bunch of
No,
shit that if you
no,
watch
they never
BJ for 2
listen.
seconds. So,
No, they
dude, oh, he's
stop
being
it. None of them
ornery.
listen. What are you talking about? Girl, you're so silly. Just because you sit in a chat and flap your lips and agree that you know they don't get they don't they're like minded. She thinks like her.
He's
I,
gonna, yeah.
stop. You're so silly. You're so
uh,
silly, Kathy.
oh my
Shit.
God, when she said, when she, when she went into detail about Brittany's car insurance, I'm like, bitch,
Oh,
you
see,
don't
I
even
didn't see any of
know.
that. I just came, when I came in is when I just first came in, so I don't know. This is new. I didn't know she was reviewing nonsense. I didn't even know what this is about. You
Oh,
know.
she's got a bunch of reviews on Nonsense Granny's
Ah,
watching.
oh, good,
This one was
good.
6 hours ago. The one I was reviewing when I was vertical
Uh
was
huh.
11 days ago. And I was like, oh, get the fuck
Yeah, I just came in here, so yeah. When you said this one was six, I thought you were going to say hours long. So 6 hours ago, okay, I could. That's better than 6 hours long. If she did
Well,
this
she's
for
5 hours and
6 hours,
8 minutes.
do what?
5 hours and 8 minutes.
No,
Yep.
you're kidding me,
And then she doesn't talk for a while, so you have to like fast forward. So
girl. I'm telling you.
she's trying to build her channel by going after bigger
She is,
channels.
bless
Yeah.
her. And look, BJ gave, look, what I thought was so funny is BJ gave her more ass pats than she gave Brenda Sue for going into
Dookie.
Trisha's and calling me a racist.
You?
Oh, yeah, I'm racist, yeah. Because
What?
I talk black. Did you not know that? I didn't know that that was a thing.
I
But
didn't
yeah,
know that was a thing
yeah,
either.
yeah, because I talk
Yikes.
black on Trisha's panel. So I
So,
I don't remember in high school or college that being a language that you
yeah,
could opt in to take. I took French. You know, I could say le crayon and le stylo. That's it.
yeah,
That means the pencil, the pen. That's it. I can't ask you for one. I can't say, hey, let me use that, or hey, that's enough. I could just say pencil and pen. That's it. But
yeah.
I don't remember black being a an option. But thank you, you racist LARPing sheriff. Yeah,
Oh
she's a
my
certain kind of
God.
special, and I don't want to hear anybody
Oh,
say, because I've said it before about different people on here. I'm like, I ain't gonna go for your neck because, you know, I hear some things I might feel bad about if I make you cry. But I'm bad at the point to where if you're grown enough to and mature enough to have social media and you're grown enough to say all these big words, then I can say big words back. You know what I mean?
hmm,
I don't have to like hold back because I'm worried that you know there might be something going on with you. I, I don't care. I'm sorry. If you're grown enough to say all the vile things that y'all say,
hmm,
then you're gonna have to take your medicine.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm kind of over that because I've really held back on certain people, and I'm about done.
Well, we're the mafia,
Oh, who's the
according to her.
godfather
I
or
don't
the
know. She hasn't
godmother?
even told us who all the mafia members are yet. She
Oh,
just says we're
God.
the mafia. We're the hater channels. We're the mafia.
Well, we were in lineups.
Oh,
I think that 4x2x4, whatever she
so
is,
so
5 by a wheelie or so,
pictures.
whatever her name is. Yeah, something about a lineup one night. I found out I was in a lineup. That was
Yeah,
some.
they put a horror. They didn't even bother to go through my streams. Had they'd have been able to screenshot me actually showing my face. Instead, they used my avatar.
That's right, because I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, Clue's the only one that could figure it out. I had to sit there and look at it. I was like,
Yeah.
huh?
That's the one where, look, nonsense. I'm sorry, girl, baby. I'm sorry, but I gotta speak truth now. The first time I ever saw it, the Queen was live, and I clicked, and as soon as I clicked in, there was nonsense. She was reviewing that, and it was Nonsense's picture, and I'm like,
uh,
what is this? Well, what? Why are we? Why are we doing? Who did this to nonsense? You know,
Yeah.
they try. They're not going to, because see, they have to use your avatar because they might not be able to find enough to pick apart with your actual picture.
Yeah,
You know
because
what I
there's
mean?
plenty of streams I showed my face almost the whole stream.
Yeah,
They just
I've
didn't
seen you.
look.
Yeah.
They just didn't look.
Well, now you're being silly again. I think we both are being silly this time. That
Uh,
would take effort.
effort.
That
Yeah.
would take a little effort and work, you know? Yeah.
But so I've been listening to that other idiot, that Lady Freedom, and there's
Oh, I can't.
just so much that she's put out here. I don't even know where to start. Other than with, I mean, I already introduced everybody to her and to the lying ass for the RO that she went and had Bullhorn Betty in the courtroom with her.
Yeah. I love it for her. I hope they become besties.
They are.
Good.
That's her legal
It'll all fall
advisor.
apart. You know, it will fall apart. I mean, how many friends does Betty have now
Well, she
that she
lied.
used to have? Where's JLR? Where's Dolly? Where's Molly? Yeah, friend up this one, and then the fallout's going to be great.
Wait till you hear what she lied about in court, what she put on those documents to try to get this restraining order.
Well, she's going to have. You can write anything down, right? But she's going to have to bring proof of that, and that's where she's going to fail.
Yeah, because
You know.
White Boy and Noel, Matt and Noel, they got a continuance so they could get an attorney,
Yeah.
and I don't blame them because that's slander.
Yep. I mean, she might be. You know, she might be having more issues than her filing an RO. You know what I mean? You know, when you start slandering people, and things, then you know sometimes there's adult ramifications of that.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, there is. Well, true crime buzz or crime
Mm-hmm.
time buzz. A court, someone she just put out, I guess, a video or a live where she 100% can prove it's Christopher Proudfoot bent down in that video, and she's contacting the FBI.
Please do that,
I
and
said,
I hope they knock at your door. I truly hope you get a knock at your door.
these
If
these people all want 5150 files. I'm telling you, the FBI is going to have special folders for every one of them.
well, you see what's happening, right? People aren't talking about them, and sadly about Sebastian, but really there's nothing to talk about Sebastian, but remind him, you know, show his
Mm-hmm.
face, you know, but there's nothing left but the drama, right?
Right.
So they have to turn it up, you know, to try to get people to be
Hey,
outraged
you
and
ready?
talk to them and scream and everything. Go ahead and call the police. I want
Mm-hmm.
call the FBI, the CIA, call them all. Please do that and call them every day. And I hope you do. Not to
Mm-hmm.
waste resources, but I hope you get a knock at your door
Mm-hmm. That's what's going to
because
end up
they will do
happening.
that.
I mean, did you hear that call from 2022 from Slimy when she called
No.
the office about
Uh-uh.
Summer Wells? Oh
No.
my lord! Yeah, had a
Oh,
whole
with
ass
Don's dad?
conversation.
With Don's dad?
No, she called the DA's office
Oh, you're kidding me.
in Tennessee and had a whole ass conversation. Yep.
But you have to think back, Kathy, to 2022. She couldn't do that today.
Uh-uh.
You know what I mean? Because back in 2022, people did. I mean, you know, if you put Queen called it out, you know, things like that. But it like smelling wasn't on the right. Like, you know, now it's like you get a weirdo and you on your third video, you know, people are like, oh no, we're not doing this.
Mhm.
I think the community's gotten so large that we're not going to stand for victims to be
Yep.
re-victimized. You know what I mean? Like these families, I think it's gotten so strong that that's what stopped Betty from going to places with her bullhorn.
Yeah.
I really do. It's not money.
No.
One could only hope something stopped her.
She'll only go to certain places she knows she can get away with it.
But
Yeah.
I mean, but tell me the last time she has gone out there. with a bullhorn. I'm not talking about just for a day, but I'm talking about doing all the things to families, like in Quentin Simon. Quentin was the last
The last
one.
time.
Quentin was the last time. And then
Yeah.
what happened after Quentin? Queen got sued.
Dude. Yep.
And
That's
she sat there
exactly
and
it.
told you, out in front of Quentin's house. Queen has it on she has a clip of it. She sat there and said, I'll add you to the lawsuit.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's why she's doing what she's doing, because she doesn't want any current evidence, but there's still plenty of evidence, even with her lives and
Yeah.
her post and her Twitter post and all her social media. Betty, you lied. Queen didn't
Oh,
do a damn thing.
Freddie's backstage.
I just let her up. She's up.
Oh,
I'm
you're
just
up.
being patient.
Oh, I didn't hear. I'm sorry, Freddie,
No,
baby.
I
No,
love what
it's
you have
okay.
to say, Roro.
But I mean, I'm not going to be outraged because an entitled Karen is saying all the things on YouTube. Yeah, I worry about the people in the bushes and everything, and I feel horrible for Chris and Katie. Don't get me wrong, but go ahead and
Mhm.
call the FBI.
Yeah.
I truly hope you do. There was somebody, and I can't remember who it was, but there was somebody in Summer Wells' case. It was a small little channel, but they kept doing this kind of mess. You know what I mean? And she got a knock at her door. And then she wanted to come online and play victim, and then she just kind of pooped out, and I can't remember her name. So they will knock on your door. Please do.
You can be
Please do.
held. You can be held for reporting non-crime, like false reports. That's what I meant.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So be careful who you call.
But, if you're going to be a weirdo, I'm at the point to where I'm tired of screaming, stop wasting resources. Summer
Mm-hmm.
Wells' case years ago, uh, Pruitt, was it Pruitt? Is that his name? I think it's Pruitt, that came out and said that, I think it was like on our 1 or 2 year anniversary, that they had over 10,000 tips. That wasn't from, those aren't legit tips. Some of them, I'm sure were, concerned people, or maybe you had some information, but a lot of it was bullshit. And how I know this is because Candace went into the dairy cow lady's chat, and said something about Summer, and another creator misread it. Then Justin went live, wouldn't cam up, so I guess his makeup was off because he said he was in the bed, and was literally crying. He was crying, saying that Candace did it and everybody called TBI. Then you had another creator that did the exact same thing for about 30 minutes.
Wow.
And I sat there and I watched this.
It's a
And,
little
and
too much.
yeah, so that's if you want to talk about, if anybody wants to say, well, she's just promoting, waste of resources. They're already being wasted.
Yep.
If one can be a little bit more wasted and get a knock at her door, I'm all for it. And telling her to shut up and stop
Well,
it.
Rowena, wouldn't you think that they're wasting this resource of YouTube where we could be doing something good and better instead of having to go and out these, not
I think
jobs?
in a perfect world,
Mhm.
that would be great. But
Right.
YouTube, a social media platform, just, I mean, it's not, it can, you can do good with it, but they choose to spread
Mm-hmm.
misinformation, grift, and control people. A lot of this is a control.
Mhm.
I'm sure it's
And
a
the
very
key,
big high when you go live to spread your bullshit, like Betty, from your bed,
mm-hmm.
when you haven't even brushed your teeth or put a bra on,
Ugh.
and you go and you say all the things and you play reporter, and
Of
you've got
course.
200, 400, sometimes 800 people, you know, listening to you just
Mm-hmm.
bullshit. And then you get off on everybody reviewing it, and then people are going to be nosy. They're going to go look for themselves. They're going to see, hey, did I find, let me go do this, let me go do that. But see, Betty's being choked out right now because we don't care. There's nothing more that Betty can do in my eyes. I mean, there is, But on
Let's not
YouTube,
give her any ideas.
no, on YouTube, there's nothing more
Right.
that there's Betty can't become any more vile than what she has said about how she hopes Katie um, uses substances, lays in a corner, doesn't care if she lives or dies.
Right.
That's
What she
the
did to
key word that
Sebastian, how she quote, the pickle bag and the pieces and hog farms and all the weird shit she's put out here. And then she's gone real life and attacked her in-laws, her father-in-law, and promoted stalking. So really, is anything else that she does going to make me like her less? No, because I can't or dislike her more. I dislike her so much. There's nothing else she could do. I'm glad
yeah,
people are just choking. I
we,
mean, I'm
But
glad they're
you know
just
what?
leaving her alone.
You always think that there's, I review her because of the shit she was saying yesterday. It was off the chains. The thing is with Betty is she always finds a new load to go to.
Yeah,
and she chooses it. Like you said, Rowena, they choose it.
right. I
They
mean,
have a choice.
from jump. I mean, she came out and called Sebastian defective. I mean, nobody is
Who
off
does that?
limits, even the missing. And then I have a problem because Sean Seth, his biological father, that loves him so much, supports that. Supports it enough he went to court with
Yep.
her. But
And
you're going to tell me
I
you
can't.
love your son?
Yeah,
On
I
Not
can't.
multiple
good.
occasions, not
I
just
can't.
once.
I can't support that. I can't. I can't support the shit he's done. I'm sorry. I,
Mm-mm.
I just and
I'm sorry that Sebastian is missing. I truly am.
And
But
I'm sorry he's grieving.
I'm not even. I'm not. I can't even give him that. I just can't. I,
he doesn't give two shits about Katie,
He
what
doesn't
it's
give two
doing to
shits
her.
about Sebastian. Hey,
No.
look, forget Chris and Katie. They're adults, right? Okay, yes, it's horrible. But what he's done to his own child, I'm
Mhm.
sorry. I just
Yeah.
don't. What he has done to Sebastian, what he is, and even what he's done to Sebastian's mother, because that is Sebastian's mother.
And what he has allowed strangers to do
Yeah.
to his child
Yeah.
and the memory of.
All this will forever be attached to him.
Yeah. And down to a court filing that made Pennsylvania history.
And this dumb idiot that we're talking about right now, this frog lady,
Mm-hmm.
she thinks Jay's a guy.
Do I?
Yeah, she thinks Jay's the guy. I showed her thumbnail. She thinks Jay's the guy.
Well, she is a pretty strong girl, isn't she? I mean, let her think
Okay,
what
I
she
ate
wants.
2 gummies. I ate, no, seriously, like,
No, she actually has it in her
she thinks
thumbnail.
Jay is a man.
You watch? I'll show you. I will show
Are
you.
you shitting me? Like, I'm
I'm
being
going to
for
show
real right
you.
now.
I'm
I am.
doing
You
puff
I'm
puff
going
things
right
get
to
yogi.
her.
Rose speechless. You things
I'm
get me
going right to her
speechless.
thumbnail. Yep, I'm going to show
You're
you right
kidding
Rowan,
me.
now.
Rowena, I am
It's her
puffed up, not
thumbnail.
passing.
Girl, you're going to say that Jay is a man, that she looks like a man. Ma'am, I've
Right
seen your
here. Look,
pic.
it's right here. Every day with Jay. Review his own words. Might be his biggest problem.
Oh, my sweet Jesus.
I
Ma'am.
wasn't kidding.
We saw it, and so did Jesus.
Okay, okay, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm gonna look. You know how BTM gives financial advice. I'm gonna give some right now. If you want to save some money, cancel your Netflix, your HBO Max, your cancel all that crap you got on your TV, because I ain't never in my life seen this. This is you don't need any other kind of. You don't need to watch something else. This is the wildest thing. You think Jay is a man, ma'am?
According to her thumbnail. Yeah.
Well, in her defense, I'm convinced she's a frog. Not Jay, this woman.
Oh my mercy!
Yeah.
Seriously,
It has to do with the brain size.
And she's
When
tired
I
of the
woke
drama.
up this morning, this was not on my bingo card that anybody thought Jay was a guy. Never.
No, I don't have that on my bingo card. But she's also tired of the drama.
Oh,
But
she's
most of her streams, we don't know what she's talking about because she just says live with Restream. But, you know, she goes after Granny's watching. Jennifer Coffindopper, she says, is problematic and confusing. And she's tired of the drama.
she's tired of the drama, but she did a 5-hour live doing this right here.
And she calls out Granny's watching, Duty Ron, and Ed Wallace. Bullshit Betty. Yep.
Wow.
Leave my Duty Ron alone.
Most
I
of them
love
just say
that.
live with Restream, though, and she doesn't do thumbnails. She doesn't know how to fast forward. She doesn't know how to keep talking, but she likes to do Clue a lot. And yeah, she's been on here 2 months. Yeah.
Does she go live or does she make videos?
Yeah, she goes live.
Are people in her chat?
4 views, no views, no views, 3 views, 9 views, 1 view, 19 views, no views, 15 views, 2 views, 1 view, 4 views, 2 views, 1 view. She has no chat when she's live because there's nobody in there.
Oh, I'll
4
go in there
views.
and chat.
See, I would feel bad. I would go in there just to type something in her
I'll
chat
go in
so
there
she
and
has a
chat.
comment.
I'll give her some love.
4 views,
Hey.
1 view. Yeah, no.
If
She's
she
got
got
Reggie, you better stop checking her out.
If she ain't got no chat or she ain't got no mods, baby, I'll be in your chat.
Oh, she got 30 views on this live stream.
That
She
must have
hasn't
been
gotten
after.
past 15.
That must have been the one BJ. That must have been the one BJ gave her ass pats. That was the one after that.
You think BJ would be pushing the heck out of this since this is her biggest defender on X?
I think even BJ knows that. Yeah, this. I think even BJ might know that. Mm-hmm. You know, kind of like she didn't know about Kayak Lady. You know, my BFF. Like she didn't know how weird she was, but as it went on, yeah, she got very uncomfortable. Yeah,
Are we sure?
BJ knows.
And no
BJ's
shade,
not
but
stupid.
even my first live, I had more people than, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, and I'm stuck. Guys, sub up. I'm stuck, and YouTube must have cleaned house because I lost like 13, 14 subs. But and for a tiny channel like me, that's a lot. So sub up, please. I'm trying to get to 5K so Brittany can quit saying I'm a lower level channel, because until you hit 5K, none of these people even think you exist. They think you're lower level. You're beneath them.
Kathy.
I'm never
Look,
beneath them.
you
I
could
will
have
always be above them.
you could have 5 subs, 5, and you would be above BJ. Stop it.
That's
I don't
true.
even have a channel or a community post, and I'm above BJ. Stop it.
Oh, I wish you did have a community post. I really wish you'd do a channel.
need
I
to
think
get
you
a-
would
I
be
need to get a-
fantastic.
I need to get a. I need to find out how to get a community. That's all I want is a community post.
We can get you the 100 subs like snippety
I
snap.
don't think I've already got 80. I think I've already got like 60 or 80 or
Yeah,
something.
and
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
Queen could just say boo and you'd have 500, you know? And Clue, yeah, we'd all make sure you'd have no problem getting it. I think you only need 100 subs
To
to
get a
have a
community
community
post?
post.
Okay.
I think that's what it was. I may be wrong, but I think, that was 2 years ago. I don't know if it's changed. But yeah, you can have a community post. I
Just say
think you'd
on
be
my
great having a
community post.
channel.
Look, on my community post, I could say all the things.
Oh, and you could have they have that new thing now with your community where your community can post as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. Well, yeah, I'm gonna really. I didn't know what it. I didn't know why I couldn't get a community. I didn't know. So, but yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, because I would. I'd love it. I would love to just to be able and just share out things, share out people's lives, share out people's
Right.
whatever.
Well, that's how it used to be. You don't have one? Have you checked?
Yeah, I checked. I don't have one.
Then maybe that's what it still is, because I know
And
when
my
I
account's from
was doing it,
2012.
I mean, they made us had 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours before we could monetize. But right after I did all that, and I did it really quickly, thankfully, they changed it. I was like, oh, you son of a bitch.
Of course they did. Of course they did.
Hey, Audacity.
But no, I would
She only
never
got
have a
27
channel.
subs and she got a community post. So you should
See,
have one.
I don't though.
I have no subs. I go live and I have a community post.
Y'all help me.
Get a
Well,
Get
just
me
get
my
a
little.
channel.
Look, this is a movement. Get Roro her community post.
Get StreamYards, get a channel, go live. I will be there to laugh my whole
No,
ass
no, no,
off.
no, no. No. I just need a little community post.
Audacity, is there anything you have to turn on for a community post? It's pretty much automatic with your channel, right? Oh,
See,
because
I don't have it.
You don't have to go
that's
live on your
wild.
channel to use your community post.
Yeah, no, you
Oh,
don't.
I know what that. I wouldn't do it if I just want a little community.
I mean, even Frog
Audacity
Lady
will
got
help me.
one.
Look, Audacity, let's hook up, baby.
You
Yeah,
can
look,
post.
Audacity's gonna help me out.
I can post pictures and
Nope,
everything
it
on
just
mine.
showed up one day. Oh,
See, I know
oh
for
my
a
God, she
time.
posts. She says,
I
"No,
know.
Kramit, I don't love you. Get the F out of here. I like frog stuff, not you. So gross."
I love
Kramit is so
Kramit.
freaking cool. Me too.
And it's
Me
been
too.
amazing watching Kramit's channel grow. You know what I mean? Like even the first ones were great. Don't get me wrong, but it's like you can see that learning, like getting better and better and the music, the graphics, it's just so good.
I
Oh,
love making little videos.
happy birthday, Seth. Ugh.
Audacity, maybe you can help her. I don't know. I'll get with somebody. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy's got one sub. She got a community post. Girl. Ooh, my community post. I'm ready. And see,
Yeah.
and I
Oh, I
love
would love for you to have one. I think that would be fantastic.
and I
Yeah.
love what like Just Saying's been doing is posting a video community post.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love because it's like his stuff's too wordy. It's like I skim it. But
Yeah. If it's like a page and a half long, it's like, okay, I'm skimming through it real fast.
yeah. But I could, like she put one out today, and it's so good. It's so good. When she did that other one last week or the beginning of this week, her and Breaking Chains put theirs out. That would have been my first. That's in fact, I'm going to go back and get them, and those will be my first two posts on my community posts. Those were two of the most well spoken.
She said,
Opinions.
have you scrolled over far enough to make sure it's not there?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. I'll look again. I don't know. I was farting around with it one day, and then I hit something, and then something all happened. I thought, Lord, I'll be cammed up and live, won't even know what I'm doing. So, Zero Fox, Lord, Zero Fox gave me a look. I feel like BJ. Y'all hit the thumbs up on my community post. Zero Fox, that's fine. I'm not up here saying that I want y'all to go sub to me so I can go get one. I'm just saying
Oh no, I want
understand
to.
why.
I want to. I want you to have a community post.
But it's just
Miss
a small
Brittany
little
saying
thing.
hi. And backstage.
She's backstage?
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Brittany.
Hey,
Miss Brittany's
Britt.
mad at me. She's mad at me. I'm scared.
Yes,
Don't be mad at me, Brittany.
I'm
Don't
still
be.
mad at you, Roro.
She mad at me. Don't be mad. You
Hey.
know I love you. I didn't know.
It's
I was
okay.
just a witness. I was just the witness. I didn't sign the document, secure, binding the marriage.
I know nothing.
Okay, ready, Freddie.
Freddie, you know what happened?
What
There was a
happened?
wedding. We were all on Trisha Talk's panel today, and there was a wedding. And Rowena was the officiant, and I was the witness. And she YouTube married in friendship Petty and Michael because Michael said he was going to have Petty's back.
He said, he didn't say value, but he said, I really respect Queen and Clue and Petty and Roe and named up and Granny and all these people, and I'll always have their back. Well, then Petty wrote in chat. She said that sounds like a proposal, and then I was like, well, let me go officiate.
That's
So
it. We
I
ran with
married
it
him.
from there. We had them hitched in no time.
Sure did.
Oh my goodness.
And then
Sure
he was
did.
asking about divorce already.
Bread and
Well-
the
It wasn't
long
even
hair
dry.
that even goes and ruins it.
But he started talking about divorce already when Brittany jumped up, so he might have thought, "Uh-oh, I picked the wrong one. I'm sorry." I think that's what did it. I think once he heard Brittany, he was like, "Uh-oh, I did pick the wrong one." Maybe he ate gummies. That's it. He ate gummies.
Uh-oh. But what I was going to ask all three of you ladies, because I'm legitimately curious, and I've been asking this in a couple chats, but I'm curious, do you guys think Betty or Brittany, whichever one does it first, do you think they're going to blow up their channels and get themselves kicked off of YouTube like Molly?
I think BJ had BJ with Craig in the background. That would happen before Betty. But I don't hold much stock in YouTube taking them off the platform. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so much trash on here that just sits.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, look at Lip Dick.
Yeah.
Look at his channel. I mean,
I just put your channel link in the chat so everybody can sub up. The more we get you, maybe
Kathy,
easier to get
I'm
you a link.
embarrassed.
No, we want you to have a community post, and if that helps, that's awesome. I don't even know if it'll help, but I hope it does.
I was just looking for you.
We love you, Roro. Shit, are you
Aw.
kidding?
Also,
I enjoy the hell out of you.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
subscribe to your channel with both my channels. Kathy, can I put my link to my channel so that Roro can grab it? Because
Yeah.
Go ahead, honey.
She's been wanting it for a while. And
Yes, I
each
have.
time I try to give it to her, it won't give it to her.
Yep.
Go ahead and put it in, Brett.
Okay.
But I mean, as far as YouTube doing what's right, to keep the streets safe. If they were doing what's right to keep the streets safe, people wouldn't be having people look up people's court records and FOIAing and doxing, and they wouldn't be doing all that.
I honestly had to sit down and just look at them. I just can't believe that Jones and Nanya and Dietz is okay with this shit. And with Jones and doing it as well. I just
I can.
You sit there on your high horses with the HOA, and yet I was in trouble. They didn't like I was bad and rude because I said when I caught Brittany in her chat talking about my deceased son and my other children in her chat, and they were. I seen it with my own eyes. And if they weren't talking about my kids, why was their responses back to comments that weren't deleted?
Yeah.
So because I said my son was more of a man than Craig would ever be, I was a dirtbag for that. But yet Brittany's saying it.
But that's it, to me. That it doesn't shock me. I'm not shocked that they're okay with this. I'm not. And
I
even
honestly
people,
was
not
I
just
was
those
surprised
three,
that
not just
Jones
those
did
three.
that.
Other
I
creators.
was.
I'm just not. I mean, I guess I just watched.
Hey, Gamers Cruising.
I guess I just had a front row view of what all really went on. From like behind the scenes, and it just that they're fake. That's all they are. I mean, they are who they are.
It's called organized.
And it's not just those three. There's other creators that people think a lot of in there that are just bold-faced liars.
Yeah.
And she lied on me and to me and to Queen.
Yeah.
And once you're a liar, and especially if you lie on me and then try to gaslight me, no. Nope. You're a liar. What am I supposed to believe? That HOA, I never watched one HOA thing. I didn't care what a bunch of, and I can have this opinion if it
Now, I
hurts
may
your
need
feelings.
to correct
I'm
that
sorry.
because I don't think Nanya is totally on board with any of it, from my understanding. But I could be wrong.
But whatever. I mean, I cannot. Okay, like I cannot like you personally,
Mm-hmm.
but I can respect a cause. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, like some people are like, I don't like barbecue. Well, that's fine, but do you really want her to lose? I mean, is this okay? So it's kind of like that with me.
Just because you
I
don't like her doesn't mean she deserves what they're
right,
doing to her.
right,
Mm.
and I can respect Nunya for having the balls to stand up to Center.
Right.
I can respect that. And it's not that I'm hate bonding because I'm not bonding with her, right?
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
I'm just giving an example of, you know, she was one of many that hasn't said anything. Now, did Nunya say a year ago or 6, 8 months ago that Center, oh, you've been doing better over the last year? Yes, she did. And I thought, where? What? Because he said he was sober? Okay, then
I don't
then
believe that
then you
either.
can't. And to me, I'm sorry if you're going to say you're sober and you're still doing all the things,
Mm-hmm.
um, then you're in worse shape than to blame it on alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful Disaster said, Rowena, go into your channel like you're going to edit your pic or profile name. When you
Okay.
click to view channel, you will see where you can post, which seems to be the new community tab being called post.
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna screenshot that because I'm a little gummy and I forget. There we go. I just
I
got it.
wish I had some.
Thank you so much,
I need to go
beautiful.
visit the dispensary on payday.
Thank you so much, beautiful. I appreciate that. But I mean, they're gonna. And I'm not saying this like to start shit or whatever. They are who they are.
Yeah.
Okay. Not everybody's gonna be the same. I
Mm-mm.
just choose not to be that.
I
That's
just
it.
don't get, because you're no longer friends. You don't even like Brittany, according to you. So why was you so hell bent on proving Queen wrong when she wasn't wrong? She never said she filled out a police report. She always said she talked to them because she was dealing with something else and she asked them about that. She never said she filled out a police report.
Right.
Mm.
But
Hey,
but
don't give
Kathy,
two shit.
it doesn't matter. Her hate, because and I don't even know if it's like the hate for Queen. I think it's the hate that when she left, she thought she would take all Queen's people, or at least half of them, and that she would be as successful. And when that didn't happen, and then you got to raise that bar and raise that bar. And right now she's doing, uh, like I heard when Clue was reviewing BJ was reviewing Jones, and it's just to build her channel up. That's all it is.
It's hate that turns into greed.
I mean, they told her that she couldn't be a milker. Okay, huh. Damn, you're not good enough to be a milker.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, that just pretty much says it all right there. So then you come over and you start this shit. Where's Savage at, Joneson?
These people are so nasty, and I'm gonna say this. I said it before, but if I ever act like any of these fools,
Brittany, I will come get you, girl. I got your channel now. It's on. I will
She messed
smack
up
you.
to you.
I
I'm
will.
not kidding. I've told even Kathy, I'm like, if I start even doing it for just the money and acting a fool, take it away.
Oh, we will. We got to, baby.
Cause
Friends don't let friends ass up,
That's
Exactly, don't give two shits. They also knew Center was trying to dox BTM. They were okay with it. They were okay with it.
I
They
know
were.
I'm not in Queens much anymore because I didn't want to let Brittany and Betty get me to that point like I used to, because they used to really
Right.
make me mad. But I do feel bad for Queen with this stuff with Sinner and Betty, but especially with Sinner, because like she's a mom. That's her baby. You don't mess with a mama and their baby. So whether I watch Queen or not, I still got respect for her. I just don't want to get mad at Brittany and Betty
Right.
like I used to.
Right.
But
Right.
I'm sorry, you do not go after a mom's child. That's not your business. Now, if she was like one of those influencers that you were reviewing that was exploiting their child, then I could see maybe having an opinion on that, because there are some awful parents that exploit their children. There was one that I wanted Kathy to review, and I sent her a couple links. I don't know if you ever got them, Kathy, but it's that
Yeah,
house.
they do exploit their kids.
It's that House of Hughes, and the mom is like got two children. One has cerebral palsy, and he's it's higher level of cerebral palsy.
Mm-hmm.
She took the kid's wheelchair away.
Oh my gosh.
You know what, Brittany? I heard about her, and I couldn't. I knew that. I knew that I would get super upset. I know who you're talking about. I know exactly who you're talking about.
And she goes, I did it because he fell down the stairs in his wheelchair. Why didn't you have a gate at the stairs? I mean, she's put it out there. He's nonverbal, so if he
Well,
falls, no matter what
I,
are you thinking?
Brittany, I don't think that she's going to have him a long time. The internet's going to do what the internet does, and just like Shani, it might take a little time, but I think that she, because of I heard about it. I heard somebody reviewing it. I couldn't watch it myself.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Yeah,
And she does it with, because I can't either. I get all mad. She exploits every surgery he's had. She's exploited the fact that he's nonverbal.
and
Every
that's where it comes in. Like, do we have issues with mom like questionable Munchausen because you're getting
yeah.
all the things from your child, even though you're not making your child sick. That
You're
sometimes that goes
using
hand in
him
hand.
you're using him to make YouTube money, which if the child was 18 and could consent, okay, no problem. But he can't, and he's not even 18.
And even if he was, he couldn't consent.
And
but yeah, okay.
That's why I just know sometimes my limit, and she's my limit. I can't.
Right. Hey,
Yeah.
I know not to touch her.
That's why I was like, if Queen was like that, I could see, people reviewing her. But she doesn't bring her kids. I've never heard her talk to her kids on live. I've heard her say, hold on, I have to pause. My daughter came in.
Yeah. Well, Brittany, I'll tell you this. We don't cover BJ every day. And sometimes when we do, it might be for 30 minutes at night. We might snipe her. But we're talking about everything. BTM's giving us movie advice, and Amy's doing drive-bys. And we rarely speak about Betty. And she's just drying up. I mean, we talked about her maybe 10 minutes today. And I hope
she's
that
just
you come
rinse
back.
and repeat. It's the same thing, just like with Sinner. That's why he's losing subs and stuff. You go in there, and he is saying the same hateful lies about Queen. The same. It's just repeat, repeat, repeat.
And I'll say something it might hurt some people's feelings, but it's just how I feel. The subs that go to just strictly hate watch, the subs that don't make videos or aren't close with Queen, that can get her things or whatever, that just sit there to purely hate watch, you are helping him. You might not be in that chat, but he's looking at those numbers. And it's social media currency. You are paying him.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not telling people not to watch him. I'm not telling people to not sub up. But just know that even by hate watching people, you are validating them. in
Yeah.
their mind.
Encouraging
You might sit there and say, well, I don't say anything and I don't like him and he doesn't even know I'm there and I'm not really supporting him, but you are with that click and that view because he's watching those numbers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But what I don't
And people give him financial support. Blows my mind.
they do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh, okay. Like when his little YouTube girlfriend before she had, I guess, dated him, and she had that co-host. That co-host was adorable, but I
Bash.
know she left the internet because of him.
Yeah, Bash. Well,
Exactly. Karma
he drove
Chronicles.
her off the internet out of fear. She left.
Yeah.
Let's just
Oh,
put it that way.
I seen what
Yeah.
he said to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
know how
Chroma
he physically
Chronicles
threatened her.
and Chroma Chronicles, thank you for not clipping him.
Yes.
And trust and believe, Queen teaches me all the time, right? And whatever Queen needs, trust and believe there's people that are getting it for her.
Yeah.
So people, it's like, well, I've got to tell Queen that, they said this. Trust and believe there's people that already know every single thing that he's done
Yeah.
on his trash channel is recorded.
But what
You don't know how bad I want to review him, but I don't.
I know.
Out of respect for Queen,
Well,
and
not just
because
that.
I don't want
You'll
to
give
give
him
him any
life.
attention.
Right. You will give him life.
Right.
And then you'll give him the back and forth because then he'll call, he'll come back at you and da-da-da-da-da. And he'll go,
He won't get it with
see,
me.
he's going lower. Like Betty's already, she said all the things, but he keeps going lower and lower and lower. He wasn't like this 2 years ago. So at what point does it end? I don't know. But if
After
don't
people
being
think
would
on
stop.
YouTube, after being on
Honest.
YouTube for 8 years, I've seen that happen to a lot of creators. A lot.
What happened to you don't go into somebody's real life and you definitely don't bring up their kids. I don't bring up people's kids that I know and I see. I'm just like, if they don't talk about it, I don't bring it up because I don't know how it is to be a parent. I might ask, is your kid okay? But if they don't want to talk about everything.
Well, I don't know if this is what prompted Nunya's live. I listened to Queen review it, and I don't know, but he had done a live previously, and I guess that's the one that she said he privated or something like that. But I heard clips of it, and I don't know if it's that one or not. But he raged out and said, I am a real lifer. Go ahead and call me that.
Mm-hmm.
And then
So
in the
he's
same
proud of
video,
it.
minutes later, he says, somebody's going to be physically hurt, and it's not me.
See, that
But that's okay with Joneson. That's
No,
okay
see,
with
that shouldn't be
DJ.
okay with anybody, though.
It shouldn't be okay with
Whether
you.
you like them or not, it shouldn't be
Exactly.
okay with anybody. And
Because
for Narcos clips to be saying, I'm
Yeah.
gonna, I'm gonna be there for a couple weeks, so I'm gonna have to go buy her house. What the?
Yeah.
I would lose my mind if
You
I
don't
was
even
Queen.
say something like that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I would lose my mind if I was in Queen's situation. I would be like that psycho parent that might end up on the news.
Well, okay, perfect example. I might not can stand you, but if it's wrong, it's wrong. Betty, Sinner, and it wasn't because he did it either. It wouldn't have mattered who did it. And a couple of people played it, and I didn't agree with it. But Sinner went back and got Betty's body cam video of 10
I
years
wouldn't play
ago.
it. Yep.
And the victim, her ex-husband, was in it. And so what? You got the body cam video of 10 years ago. What? That. I mean, okay, we knew she was a piece of crap, but okay, you did that, and it was wrong. I can't stand Betty. If Limp Dick was doing to Joneson,
I had people actually unsub me because I would not play that. There was a couple people that actually were pissed and
then go
left
to
me
another
because I
channel and
would not
watch
play
it.
that. But that's what I told him. Go to his channel and watch it because you
Right.
won't see it here. I don't like Betty, but that's still wrong in my opinion.
Exactly. So I can adult like that, If he was doing this to Joneson, I would be calling him out the same, the exact
Or
same.
would be.
You know,
Put it on your community post, Ro.
that's right. I'd say I'm gonna get my community post. I screenshot how to do it. I'm gonna do it.
I
But
saw
that's
it.
what I'm
Now
saying.
be
But they can't do
waiting.
that because their hate for Queen, and really, like I said, yeah, they hate Queen and everything, right? But they're really mad because they screwed up. They screwed up their channels. They screwed up financially.
They
You
don't
know
They
what?
screwed up.
Instead of
Queen.
giving,
They screwed up their what they wanted to talk about, their legacy. That was thrown up. Is this going to be your legacy on YouTube? Is this going to be yours?
Ro, they
Standing
don't
up for that.
hate her. They're jealous of her because she's more charismatic. We got to say it the right way because I don't think they hate her. I think they're jealous of her. That says a lot about the men in this world, eh?
I
instead of
agree.
giving crime time
Sorry.
buzz of you, thank you, Chroma Chronicles. I sure will use your video, and I will drop your link. I give you the view instead of her. Guys, sub up to Chroma Chronicles. Great
But I
channel.
agree with Ready Freddy. I think they're all jealous of her. I mean, she can hold a big crowd. I don't know if I will ever
Yep.
go live, but I definitely know if my channel got that big, I'd be so scared I'd probably pee myself.
She can maintain the charisma, the funniness, the information. She don't
Well,
have to
And
lie.
it's the panel. The panel guests
Yeah,
also help out tremendously. It's a whole show. And,
right.
one of the best things about Queen is that she's funny.
mhm,
She will
She
tell
does
you about
different
yourself.
things.
She'll tell you about yourself quick, right? But
Mm-hmm.
then she'll forgive you, and it's so funny. Clue said it. And Queen's rubbing off on Clue because Clue was like, "Nah, you fucked me over once. That's it. You're gone. Nope." And now she's kind of, and she said it twice now, that Queen has this soft side, and she's very forgiving. I mean, she's extremely forgiving, and but she has a line too. Certain
mhm.
things won't ever be forgiven. You know, um,
Well,
I
yeah.
just get so sick of the twisting everything and lying on her or lying on Clue. And then everyone's like, well, Clue's doing this and doing that. Yeah, after what was all done to her, she has every right to defend herself.
Yeah.
I'm at the point to where there's certain people on here. I don't care if you bring up parents, babies, mamas, babies, daddies. I'm at that point. That's why I don't need to have a channel. I'm at that point because it's like I'm. That's why they're better people than me. That's like Queen not saying more than she has said. Clue not putting out receipts that would just destroy BJ. Queen has them too. Queen has receipts that would just
Hmm.
destroy somebody, that would destroy, you know,
Right.
the little terroristic threat charge guy. She has stuff that would absolutely do that, but she doesn't want to push anybody over to the edge. See, I'm not that good. I don't know if I would have that much restraint. I
See,
would hit that live button and with my family, yeah, I would do all the things.
Krama Chronicles got it right. Clue matches energy.
Mhm.
What Queen Bee does is she matches it and then she raises you.
Yeah.
It's not like they're not warned. They are
Mm-hmm.
told to knock it off, and then they continue to get worse.
Yeah.
So, that's on them.
Well, that's
That
what
is
I'm saying.
truly on
It's
them.
like if you're gonna keep poking, and I tell you to stop, and then and then you poke some more, and then I put out part of what I have, and you keep on poking,
Um,
then judge me. I mean, it's not
And
against
they,
the law. I'm
right.
not
And they
breaking the
said
law.
they made some horrific accusations
Yeah.
against Clue and Cletus, and it is gross.
Yep.
And they deserve what they get. Sorry, but they do.
Right. I'm not
And a
sorry.
gummy bear shouldn't be poked back because they might be, torn apart.
But I'm at that point where it's like, judge me. Judge me for sitting in a chat. I don't care. I'm at that point where it's like,
Mhm.
just stop. And that would be the best thing. Just if BJ would just stop lying.
Yeah.
That's all you know. Because this goes beyond looking at somebody's teeth and calling them fat and all this, you know. And
I
I'm
think
real
she's.
sick of the plural, you know, they, them, you know, put a name on it.
I
Right.
I'm
think
real
she's.
sick of it.
I think
Remember when
because.
I told you guys about that ghost hunter, Aaron? His wife was cheating on him multiple times, and
Yeah.
then she was cheating on him with the guy in prison, and they took out a hit on him, and
Uh
she
huh.
was gathering the money and stuff. She got sentenced because she pled guilty already. I mean, this is the fastest I think I've ever seen one.
What
Within
did she
90
get
days,
sentenced?
I'm going to play it for you. I'm kind of disappointed, but not. At least she got something considering she never had a record.
Oh,
And, you know, and they claim she tried to pull away from it. I'm going to play that after this. But at least she didn't get probation like they were trying to get for her. Because he gave testimony in the court. And Aaron's a whole different kind of.
uh oh.
Anyway, he's different.
He's a
I
different
don't know.
breed. Uh
Have
oh.
you ever watched Zach's show? Any of Zach's ghost hunting shows? Because he's with Zach on Zach Bagans on his ghost hunting shows, Ghost Adventures, and yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I remember him now.
Mm-hmm. But the dude that was in prison, the dude. Now this is what she was willing to risk everything for. He's never getting out of prison. He's in prison here in Florida for murder.
Okay,
He's never
that's
getting
dumb.
out. He's never ever getting out. But that's who she was setting up the hit through.
Wow.
But she had cheated on him multiple times, and he forgave her and tried to work through it. And while they were trying to work through it, she was still doing it, only she moved to prisoners and was trying to get him taken out.
Do you
Oh my
think they're allowed to be
gosh.
pen pals?
No, because once you're in prison, you're not allowed to contact anybody else in prison.
I was just asking.
I just know if my man cheats on me and I find out about it, Lorena Bobbitt 2.0 at your
Yeah.
service.
All right, Bullhorn Betty. If you go to jail, you can't write nobody else in jail. Just know
No,
that.
you're not allowed. Yeah, you can't. Yeah. But okay, let's play a little bit of this. This is instead of giving thank you, Chroma Chronicles, for letting me share this. Instead of giving Crime Time Buzz the view, we're going to give it to Chroma Chronicles, who deserves a lot more than one view. She makes some good
Amen.
videos. But this is what she just put out. Enhanced photo of false accusations. We have a match. Now, look at that picture, the blurry picture on the right, which is probably your left, but my right. Now, you tell me that that's Christopher Brett, that you can even tell that's a human being. The one far over, this blurry one over here. What can you see in that picture?
See a bunch of pixels.
Yeah. How is she? Now, she's saying with 100% certainty she can prove this, and she's going to the FBI.
It's a bunch of pixels, maybe some grass, like maybe the photos outside, but that's like a guess.
Yeah. That looks like a bunch of pixels and shadowing from what little light there was. Yeah. These people, they
Yeah,
just can't
you
let
know
these videos go.
That could be Eddie Rabbit with his head fuzzed out.
It could be. Then you got Mama Ramblings over there with her cohorts
Oh God,
saying
no.
saying that he never left the restaurant, that what happened to him happened there. Shut up, lady.
but you know the green team must be hurting
That
because
bad.
usually this would be kind of like up Betty's alley to contact the FBI,
Oh,
and now
she's
the
got law
buzzard's doing
enforcement
it.
tons of clips. They just are ignoring her because they have it out for her because she stood up to them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They're
Ooh,
just
it's
out to
hard
get
thinking like
Bullhorn
Betty.
because she's so powerful and she's causing so much ruckus and attention to their bad, corrupt police department.
Yeah, my family's just been all up in arms in Tennessee, girl.
I'm
All up
telling
in
you.
arms about it.
My
So,
brother said, "Who?" She's doing what? Well, you know the big protest she's planning or trying
Yeah, I
to
heard
plan.
about it. I can't
Yeah.
wait. Governor
Oh,
Bill
well,
Lee
now
will
she
love
wants
you.
nonprofits there.
Yep.
She wants politicians
Yep.
there. She's gonna have like tents where you can get stuff to drink, or you can
Good.
go away from the crowd and just be by yourself to collect yourself.
Oh my
She's gonna have
God.
local businesses.
Good.
She's gonna have
I
other
need a
parents
calming
speaking.
station. I think there should
Yeah.
be a calming station with fans, with like dry ice, like the coldness blowing out. Like a calming station. Um,
They need a
yeah,
goodie tent because you're gonna need
yeah,
you're gonna need a bag of gummies. And then she lets the cat out of the bag. I'm gonna be the main speaker so I can tell my truth, my story.
yeah.
It's all
Good,
about Betty.
good. Send her your money for all of that.
She needs money for tables, tents,
She also needs money for
snacks,
attorneys.
drinks.
Why don't
Yeah.
she just go cut some trees and make her own? That'll keep her
You
busy
know what
for a while.
You know what I think? I think it's a grift, like those pipes and that electrical work. I think it's a grift because she knows that judge is going to come back. The end of the year is not that far away, folks. It's going to happen this year. That judge is her appeal's going to be turned in, and I think they're going to all be ordered to go to PA. I think she absolutely knows she's got to get her hands on money. And plus, she probably has to pay the attorney for the appeals. And guess
Right.
what? If no money for your appeal in Tennessee, it's gone.
Right.
It was a waste of time anyway,
They have
and a
to.
waste of your money.
They have to put that money up front in an account.
In
It's got to
PA,
be
but I'm
there.
talking about in Tennessee. She's got an appeal in Tennessee,
Right.
and then they have a group appeal in PA.
And, they can kick that right back to Sumner County.
Right. So
I hope they do.
she's still having to pay for the Proudfoot and Bowersock's attorney from the RO, her attorney for criminal charges, her attorney. All these times she's
Did you
got
ever
a court.
read the what the grand jury said? They actually said that she knowingly and willingly stalked and threatened and harassed the Proudfoots and the Bowersocks. But then they came back essentially saying not guilty.
No, true, Bill. I don't want to say my thoughts on it. I think
there was major miscommunication somewhere,
right.
And that needs to be addressed. And the attorney for the state needs to get on that and do something because this woman is bonkers and she's not going to stop.
Well, you're right about that.
But I mean, just because they're not publicly saying they're doing stuff doesn't mean they're not doing stuff. You know what I mean? No, there's an investigation going on for the courts, for the courts being threatened. There's an investigation. So.
And now she's going to go to the governor's office.
Oh yeah, they're going to picket protest if she can get 100 to 200 people. And guess what? She don't even care if they're from Tennessee because it don't matter. It does matter because Betty, you and a bunch of loudmouths, you have no voice in Tennessee. You don't have the right to vote in Tennessee. So whatever you say doesn't matter.
Kathy, she's not going to do it, baby.
Oh, no. She was saying I need
upset.
a whole crew.
Don't get upset.
Oh, no, I'm not upset
I want a
about
cooling station if you could.
Yeah,
know what? It'll be mostly women. Have like a mani-pedi station, too. Serve watermelon. I know you like Granny. Have a watermelon eating contest. I know you like Granny. Let's do all the things.
I like iced tea.
Yeah, I mean, since she wants all these tents, I want a gummy tent.
Right. And Sonia that, wrote the community post that she's, broke, busted, and needs some help from the community, from y'all's weirdo community, have her pay for all of it. Please do. Sonia, I bet you wish you had all that money you gave her, don't you? But see, this is how I don't care.
I'm going to play that video of yours too. Yes, she is. She went to court with that woman. I played it on my channel. That stupid lady Freedom made freaking videos fangirling it on Betty. And I still say Betty was behind her even going for the RO.
Most definitely.
Because Betty doesn't like Matt and Noel.
Does anybody know when Betty goes back to court?
I don't.
No, I'll have to look it up. I don't know it off the top of my head.
I know that she has depositions in July.
That's true. Oh. And she has to pay for them.
Yes. And I'm just saying,
and
she's
depositions
not
aren't
happy.
cheap. They're
She's
not
not
cheap.
happy.
And that she's going to have to disclose all discovery. She's going to have to put everything out there. Mm-hmm.
Well, she's already supposed to do that.
It'll
I
all
know
be
she has
lies.
it. I'm waiting for. This judge. I could not be as patient as Queen and her lawyer have been.
Well, okay,
because this
so
should have been thrown out a long time ago for good.
okay,
Yeah.
but listen, the problem is where she lives. They rotate judges every 2 years. So I don't know, 6, 8 months into it,
They got a new judge.
we got a new judge,
Mm-hmm.
and that judge has to, just like we have to see for our eyes, he has to see by the eyes of what the law is. And so it takes a while. He don't know Betty, you know. I think he has
All
a
you gotta do is read her
very clear
bloody
picture
paperwork.
now. A very
Mm-hmm.
clear picture now. But I think that's the problem. That's part of it, you know. And what helps her in multiple ways is she knows that they will be more lenient on her since she is pro se.
Yeah, but there's
It's
only
not
so much
costing her anything.
lenience you can give someone, and the way
Right.
she goes at Queen's attorney is
Yes.
unbelievable.
She filed an order of protection on him.
Uh-huh.
Did
I
she
Yeah.
get
mean,
it?
no,
Of course she's not going to get it.
no.
Hell
It
no.
was. I
That
think it
shows
was
the
thrown out.
vindictiveness.
I
Hey,
mean,
sorry, Roro. All I was gonna say is I'm gonna hop down and go eat a snack because
Okay.
even though I could just mute, I'm paranoid and I don't want to sound like Molly or Betty or Brittany while I'm eating.
Okay, Brett, but thanks for coming up and enjoy your snack.
well,
Okay.
I love. Please forgive me from the wedding this morning. You know I treasure you, girl.
I'll think about it. I'll
Okay.
think about
Um,
it.
I know. When you said Brittany's coming up, I was like, uh-oh, she gonna chew me out. I was like, I'm scared. Don't chew me out.
No, I don't YouTube people out when they make dumb assumptions against cerebral palsy, and that's not
I know. I was just messing with you, baby. I know.
that's not my control. I think I have another personality because I'm like, I do not think before I speak on that particular thing, and I'm like, oh, did I just get that?
No, I
You're
love it.
fine.
I love it.
she was called Miss Brittany because she's that serious, people.
I'm telling.
Yeah.
Look, hey, for real. Look, when Brittany rarely comes for people's neck, but when she does, she stretches that whole neck out and just whack.
Oh, I think you were on panel, Roro, when I went off on Jennifer Coffindale or whatever her last name is. When I
Yeah.
went off on her, and I think it was B Tim. He, I think he asked something like, "Well, what would you do if like you could get like if you weren't disabled? What job would you have?" Somebody asked that question, and I said, I don't know, probably join the military, and everybody got quiet. But I
Yeah.
didn't mean it for like ass pats, so to speak. I
Yeah.
meant it because like that's what all my family does, so I just assume I
Yeah.
probably would have done it.
Yeah.
And the whole panel was like, dang,
Yeah.
even if
Yep.
she's not disabled, she wants to do better. And I'm like, oh no, that's just because I'm a military brat and I can't think of anything else.
Right. Yeah.
Uh,
I'll never forget you talking about you'd wear high heels.
Oh yeah, if I had,
That touched my heart. That
if
I mean that I'll take that little I'll take that little thing that you said, your wish. I'll take that with me forever. I'll never forget you saying that.
if I had 24 hours of, it was my brother who asked the question because I was like, I need questions for a Q&A. And my brother said, if you had complete mobility for 24 hours, what would you do? And I even told him, you're gonna think it's stupid, but I'd wear a pair of like 6 inch or 5 inch, whichever I can get my hand on, high heels, and I'd walk around. Cause
Heck yeah, girl.
I
And I
also,
love that. I just love it. I just absolutely love it.
I also hear that because people go, well, high heels make your thighs all nice and strong, and I've got little chicken legs, so I was like, I guess I'd get a workout and wear high heels.
Hey, look.
Yep.
Well, maybe start out with just a little 1/4 inch. You know what I mean?
But Rowena,
But I love that. But I'll never forget that. There's certain things on YouTube that touch me, and that did.
oh, I'm glad. But Rowena, I am jealous of you on one thing.
Oh Lord, it ain't my accent.
No, because I have that.
What? Don't be jealous of anybody.
It's that your walking mobilities, your canes, already come rhinestone. Do you know what I'm gonna have to do to rhinestone my walker? Do it one by one by one.
No, you don't do that, baby. You go to Hobby Lobby and you get a sheet of this stuff and you cut it and you tape it, baby. It
That's
ain't
it.
that deep. Yeah, no, you don't do all that. Mm-mm. Why do you think I go to Hobby Lobby so much? I gotta
Oh,
bling out all my stuff.
I thought you put it on stone by stone. I was like,
No,
Rowena,
girl. I
help.
throw that stuff. Brittany, you think I got that much patience? Stop it. I
Now
might would
you know our
attempt,
secret.
I might would attempt a phone case, but shoot, no. But no, girl. Mm-mm.
All right, let's play some of this video and see what this lady has to
Hi,
say,
hubby's
so we
calling
can
me and I
yell at
gotta
her
hop
for a
down.
little bit.
Hubby
Oh,
wants to tell me something, so I gotta hop down. He
okay. Well,
wanted me
thank you
to
for
watch
coming
something
up.
with him. Thank you. Y'all have a good night.
You
You too,
too.
Be
Rowena.
good. And thank you for the community post shout out. I'll work on it tomorrow.
All right.
All right, bye bye.
Bye, Ro.
Bye.
All right, let's go.
Appreciate you joining me on this Saturday. We are discussing 20 alone with him. The last proof of life we have of Sebastian Rogers, who was 15 at the time and is now 16, is leaving the Texas Roadhouse after having dinner with his mother, who we refer to as KP, at 6:25 p.m. on February 25th. Footage from Texas Roadhouse, lurking by Sebastian's car and the one next to it. Between the
No,
cars,
they
is he trying
weren't.
to stay out of camera sight? Is he trying to stay out of Sebastian's sight, or both? But it is very concerning. He is between the cars with green hoodie. Now I realize that law
What?
enforcement.
He's bent between the cars with green hoodie.
Then
What?
what? That don't make sense.
He wasn't even in town, you fool.
Enforcement came out within hours and said they had identified and located green hoodie and cleared green hoodie. And we're going to get to that on another video. But stick with me. Why, since this person is lurking and hiding, and clearly
No one is lurking and hiding. That is not a person.
on the footage, right near green hoodie,
Oh,
was it not
my
mentioned
God.
that there is another individual who they need to identify that is lurking near the car moments before this teenager is never to be seen again? No cry to
No,
help the
it
public.
wasn't moments before the teenager was never seen again. They went home. There's proof of that with the video in the dash cam in Katie's car. And he did take out the trash. They went home.
That just looks like light coming through trees in the
It's
neighborhood.
nobody.
It don't look like crap. I mean, oops, sorry.
It doesn't. This is insane.
Public, no cry out to the public,
She just
no
did this.
information to the public that there are creepers hanging around a teenager's car right before he goes missing. Nothing. But you know what? When we look at this footage, you know why? Because you can see who it is. We can barely see. We see a nose, we see face, we see a
Where?
widow's peak where the receding hairline is and a little curl that dips down. But imagine
What?
what law
You're nuts. And quit telling people what they see.
enforcement sees, because they had this footage that Dog the Bounty Hunter released months before Dog got it. But if you recall,
They had this footage. It was nothing. It was nothing.
Good try, lady.
Dog the Bounty Hunter, and at night did not join this case till months down the road. They got in, they got this footage. This footage was already had by Sumner County. I did not hear a plea to the public to identify this man. I heard them race out when
What
Dog
man?
pointed out that there was a green hoodie in the footage when Dog and that night did. They raced out and within hours identified him, cleared him, but never mentioned that there was another creeper around.
You don't
Sebastian's
know they raced out within hours and identified and cleared him. They could have cleared the person months ago, months prior to this. You don't know.
That they may need help identifying. You know why, in my opinion? Because they identified him crystal clear, in my opinion, transparent, in my opinion. They have technology, and if we can see what we can see, they can see that face. They know who the creeper was crawling around, hiding at the Texas Roadhouse moments
there
before.
was no creeper hiding. We all seen the footage. There was a parking lot with cars in it. There was people walking through the parking lot. You have to walk between the cars to get to the entrance. That's it. That's all. There was no one hiding. There was no handoff. There was none of that. You don't think if law enforcement, they have this footage, they've had it long before anybody else.
Right.
You don't think if they that they would not have made an arrest if that's the case. You are such an idiot. You're worse than Betty, I think, sometimes. Ugh.
An Amber Alert child went missing. Now, I don't have the technology, of course, to do all the clearing up of the images like Secret Service and FBI do. And if they haven't seen this, they will. This is already being submitted to them. Because we would never want...
This is what wastes their resources and their time. This kind of shit. They know where Christopher Proudfoot was, and guess what? My money is on. He wasn't at the Roadhouse. He wasn't even in town.
And the guy has been up here, told you guys where he was. Get out of here.
To look away from someone crawling around the car before a child goes missing. We would never.
Okay, so he was crawling around the car. So Sebastian nor Katie seen him. When they came out of the restaurant, they had to walk past the car for Sebastian to get in on the passenger side. So if he was kneeled down there by the driver's side, Sebastian would have seen him.
Right.
I mean, what is
and
he?
As you could tell, Sebastian was very alert of what his surroundings were.
People in the chat were telling her to give it to Mob Crew. Oh my, like he hasn't been debunked with every piece of crap he puts out. Oh. Here we go again with the Mob Crew in the same video over and yeah, this is insanity. Do they not have anything else to talk about?
Did Bullhorn Betty put him up to it?
Oh.
Not want to consider them a person of great interest to speak to when you can identify an individual. But
they identified the green hoodie person. Law enforcement did their due diligence. They didn't deem it to be anything but a customer at the steakhouse. You know, people go there to eat.
Just in case FBI, TBI didn't see this, we're going to go ahead. I've been looking at it. I noticed.
Lord.
I've been going through photos of Sebastian's very small circle because he has a very small circle. Didn't have friends. Mom didn't arrange play dates. They didn't do things like that. Okay, his circle was
He was 15. You don't arrange play dates for your teenager. Are you freaking kidding me?
My son
I
would
could
have
have
had
seen me telling my son at 15, oh, Baker, honey, you got to stay home because I got the neighbor boys coming over. You're going to have a play date. Yeah, okay. Get that. They all keep doing this bullshit to try to remain relevant to Seth. That's it. That's all. They know they are not helping and not going to bring Sebastian home. I almost think some of them know a lot more. A 15-year-old play date. Get there.
Yeah, that's just
this
creepy.
is clearly a male.
Yeah.
So I started going through males in his small circle. And interestingly enough, we have a match. This is someone in Sebastian's very small circle. 8 days after Sebastian went missing, look at the length of hair here in the back.
Where?
Look at this person's length of hair. Hit
There
that
is
thumbs
no
up, please. We're
hair.
gonna get into it. This is Crime Time Buzz. This is speculation theory, my opinion based on things that have been released
But
to
you're
the
not
public.
stating it as opinion. You were stating it as fact. And you said you can 100% prove that it was Christopher Proudfoot, and you're contacting the FBI. That's not opinion, dear. That's stating it as fact. See, the shit you were talking about before, I knew you wasn't no good, and that's why I didn't buy it.
And Kathy, hasn't the FBI already checked this out? They've
Yes,
already
it's already been debunked over and over and over again. I mean, you can't. Everything they put out has been debunked. You can't. Yeah. Oh boy.
So we got another 5150 here.
They're gonna have a special file. Keep it up. The FBI is gonna need a whole filing cabinet for all these idiots.
Could this be why the president's doing a sweep?
We are observing Texas Roadhouse footage from Hendersonville, Tennessee, the moments before Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers.
One of your teammates totally disagrees with you about this because according to her and her little Modge Podge, he never left Roadhouse, at least to go home. Yet there's dash cam footage of him in Katie's car.
I saw it.
But okay.
Disappeared. Thank you so much for being here, and let's keep going and get to it. So I started going through the images, and I went to the first interview and found something that shocked me.
What?
Yes, we can tell this person has brown hair. We know it's not.
Where?
It doesn't look like a woman. Looks like a man. Brown hair.
Where do you see brown hair, and where do you see a man? You're putting the suggestion in your chat's minds. You're telling them what they're seeing.
Hair has a very obvious widow's peak and a little curl that dips down. Now remember, we're looking at February 25th because people change their haircuts in 16 months. So this is 8 days later.
And how much
in an
did
interview,
you mess with this photo? I mean, you guys have messed with these videos and these photos to no end. You don't even know what the original video is. You guys have messed with it so much.
That's what I think, Chronicles.
To me, it looks like lights reflecting off the parking lot. Exactly.
and I looked, and look at this. Dark hair, check. Long in the back. Look right here. Look right here. Check.
No.
Widow's peak.
No.
Widow's peak. Widow's peak. Check.
Nope.
And the ever identifying swoop down of the curl here. Check. Check. This person, in my opinion, we know who he is. CP, in my opinion, it checks.
You're
But I thought
not
he wasn't-
stating it as opinion, though. Again, you were stating it as factual, and it is not factual. And you idiots were too stupid to put two and two together, that if there was any kind of evidence whatsoever of anything, law enforcement would have acted.
Yep.
They know where Chris was. Christopher Proudfoot was not in town. Period. Even
leave the man alone.
Private investigators you people now call lame, who actually did their work, know and said where Chris was.
in Hendersonville. I thought he wasn't at the Texas Roadhouse, but many of
He
us
wasn't.
have thought we have spotted him, in our opinions.
Yeah.
And friends, there's no question anymore in my mind. This is
Oh.
concrete. This is true. This is before our eyes. No one can call him a trash truck. No one can.
Oh my God. Now, see, there you go. That's not opinion. You just stated it as fact. You said it's 100% concrete. It's true. That is not opinion. That is stating fact. You don't know the facts, lady.
call him a trash truck. This is real. This cannot be denied. This should not be looked away from. This should not be ignored. Maybe it hasn't been. Maybe this
Oh.
person isn't about to be in custody, has been interrogated. They know he was looming around the vehicle before a child went missing and claimed as his alibi not to be in town. That in itself is suspect as well. So you take someone
That's not true, though. None of that is true. Nothing.
from the family, The small circle.
You don't think that law enforcement reviewed this footage and they have people that can clean up footage? You don't think if they had proof that Christopher Proudfoot was there lurking by the car, like you're claiming, stop. Oh my, they would have never said no evidence of foul play.
This is so far off base.
This is bad.
Yeah.
Caught crouching, hiding around the car with green hoodie, which we're going to get to later, and another individual
with green hoodie
next to
Green hoodie wasn't crouching and hiding by the car. Green hoodie was walking through the parking lot to go to the entrance. There's cars parked there. You have to walk between the cars to get to the entrance, fool. Oh.
Car that Sebastian stands right in front of, looks at that car for a long time before he turns to go to his vehicle, and the person inside that car waves to Sebastian. All while this creeper here is creeping along the cars, trying to avoid the cameras, and Sebastian hiding, trying to stay hidden between two cars. You
do understand that there's cameras everywhere, so yeah, that's not a very good place to try to hide. And yeah, oh my. I have to ask you, did you get a hold of Rowena's gummies?
Leave Rowena's gummies alone.
Tell me that isn't nefarious when a child is never seen again. This person is proven there, and it's proven the timestamp. This person needs to be interrogated and brought in because he is one of the last individuals to see Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, proof of life, other than his mother.
Wow. You definitely live in Delulu land. You really do.
Yep,
you're from Betty's little tiny world, aren't you? You are from Betty's little tiny world. I should have put a picture of you in my thumbnail yesterday.
Kathy, she took a break from Betty's world, slipped into her own, and found out it's not any better.
Oh my. Oh, I know who it is. I know who it is. I solved the case. I'm calling the FBI. It's Elvis.
Oh, don't bring my baby Elvis into it. I think it's Michael Jackson.
Oh boy.
And his mother walked right up to this person along with Green Hoodie
Prince.
and stood there for a long time. There was no fear. There was no worrying if there was a stalker. There was no waiting for them to pass through because they were walking through while she was happened to walking in to get to her car. No, she walked right up to him with her hands out, and they stood there for a while. And
No. Nope, and nope.
Sebastian never took his eyes off the situation. He wasn't even in the vehicle yet. This will be sent, is going to go far beyond the tip line that it's being sent to, as going to go all the way from Tennessee up to DC. We're going to make sure every elected official sees this likeness, sees the image from the Texas Roadhouse. I could be wrong. It might not be this person. We might have a lot of people with a widow's peak and a curl the day Sebastian went missing. Dark hair, everything. Prominent nose, okay? But it's going all the way from Tennessee to DC because Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers deserves it. And if people clearly are caught on surveillance and not being held accountable, we know our letters, our tips will reach one elected official who cares about Sebastian's life and will step in.
It doesn't mean they don't care. You're just a bunch of wackadoodles.
Mm-hmm.
They care. And they pulled out all the stops to find Sebastian. They really have. You wackadoodles just make their jobs so much harder. You will submit this to like your poor Joy Skolnick. And it's insane. You guys are going to end up in some trouble. You keep it up. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Don't you think there's enough going on in this world right now? I don't think we need another crackpot like this.
I hear you, Chronicles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if Rowena takes her gummies. Dang, I'm so used to vaping dry herbs and 95% liquid THC that later is affecting my lungs. I wonder if it's going to give me popcorn lungs. Oh, I make some good gummies, and they're simple recipe, and you can order the molds right off Amazon.
Mm. That's
Yep, because they're expensive to buy when you can. And I like mine strong, so
they are.
I can make
Yeah.
them the strength I want, and then I
Mhm.
can use one whenever I want instead of paying them. You know,
I
I can
get
get a
them
lot more for my buck.
once in a while. I will eat those, but I like to smoke because
Hi, Sir
it's
Duke.
just easier.
You're in my face. What do you want? I don't have any goodies out here. Sorry.
I thought you were napping, Sir Duke.
Yeah, so did I.
I
He's
saw
back.
that. It was so cute.
He's back.
And get to it. This is
What are you
proof.
getting into?
Lurking around his vehicle. It was a nefarious plot. It was a plan. It was premeditated.
No,
and possibly one
no.
individual has lied about their alibi, claiming not to be in town. I take this seriously, and I will tell you what, I will not stop. I will not stop.
Didn't lie. Do you have any proof, any real proof that he lied? Now, mind you, he was able to fool law enforcement, multiple branches of law enforcement, the private investigators, his job, because he clearly was there. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Months later, as I'm going through photos, the individual that I believe matches, we have a match of the
No,
creeper
you
hiding
don't.
around the car. They have a new
No, you
hairstyle,
don't.
a mullet. You can't deny the widow's
Oh.
peak. You can't get rid of it. Because looky here, even with your brand new little hairstyle.
Hey, do you see that face is like kind of square? It's not a face. I believe it's nothing but light reflections, pixels.
Right.
That's playing
I
with
can
people's
see
mind.
I could see the
How much-
grass on the bottom of the tree.
Nah, that's just nighttime. That's the car. Right here, that's the parking lot. During a parking lot,
Mhm.
there's no grass.
Oh, okay.
Dingbat, dingbat, ding, 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 ding. How much did you mess with this photo? Just asking because y'all like to do that. You like to mess with these videos in this photo, but this clearly doesn't show what you say. Because that's not doing a very good job of hiding. How did nobody see him? They had to pass that side of the car to get to the other side of the car. Huh.
And look at what great
And
definition.
they were right there in the light. So, yeah.
Look at what great definition he has in his face, eyebrows, and everything. You tell me that's going to not show up. That'll show up.
It's not Chris.
No.
Here's the widow's peak, and there it is again.
Really?
And by the way, friends,
Hold on.
remember I mentioned yesterday the nose, the nose. And a nice prominent big nose right there. But the widow peak remains.
Actually,
in the mullet.
that nose.
This is all going to DC. This is all going to all over Tennessee, and every person who reads it is going to know via accountability how many other people know they're reading it, because they're all going to be carboned together. Here it is, captured on the footage from Texas Roadhouse, lurking by the car moments before a teenager. But the public has never been told.
It's not lurking by the car. And I believe this is heavily edited footage, and I don't believe that's a person. In my opinion. I think you're nuts.
Help us identify this person. Help us. Why?
Oh, you just did.
Because in my opinion, they know who it is. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at it.
Look at it enlarged.
What?
I'm so
messing with
enraged.
it.
We are 16 months, I believe, 16 months down the road. And if Dog the Bounty Hunter...
And the way this video has been gone through with a fine-tooth comb, and it took you to find it. Shut up. Shut up. Oh.
Like they say in New York, get the hell out of here.
Take a hike.
Team had never revealed this footage, which Sumner County already had. No one would ever have known it existed. And what's so funny,
it was nothing. It was footage of a mom and her son going out for a bite to eat. That's it. That's all.
I feel like she's trying to control my eyes, and I don't like that.
is KP never worried about the footage ever until Dog's team released it. and green hoodie in this surveillance was seen.
Because
and
they
she-
didn't want innocent people gone after. Like you idiots do.
Mm-hmm.
boogied herself down to the Texas Roadhouse during the lunch hour, making a scene, demanding the footage, allegedly,
There
from what
was
I've
no scene.
heard from local sources. She was asked to
Well,
leave.
you heard wrong.
Take your boogie shoes off, girl. It's
She
wrong,
didn't boogie
wrong,
down.
wrong.
They're going to stand there and tell the mother of a missing child, get out, I'm not giving you nothing. I don't think so. I don't think so.
To the high school to get Sebastian's things. Her child who's missing, to touch his things that were there, to look at them, to hold them, to see if there was a clue. No, she didn't. She didn't boogie on down to that first vigil. No.
Why?
The second
should she?
vigil. No.
Why should she? The way she has been stalked, harassed, and threatened, it wasn't safe. I don't blame her. And usually vigils are for people who pass away. In my experience.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't vigils. They were nothing but meet and greets and party time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I reviewed Betty and she let the cat out the bag. You know, her little roommate there that was with her said, oh, yeah, we finished this bottle. Mm-hmm. Y'all were so drunk. Stop it. It was a meet and greet party time, if you ask me.
For Betty, it was a chili hooker time.
And making money. Selling tickets and t-shirts. Shut up.
I like how I say that and you say she's making money.
No.
How did
To North
people
Carolina.
take her serious? How do these people get so many subs and views? If that's what it takes, I don't want to do it. I'm sorry. I'll stay where I'm at. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that. And I'm not going to do that. I'll stay right where I'm at. Thank you.
Yeah.
Carolina during the sighting? No. To Bristol during the sighting, which, by the way, she has a relative that lives right there? No. To the bike rallies? No. To the media to scream at the top of the roofs? No. She was worried and didn't want their last name or their house shown when their child was missing. Never racing to search. None of the above, allegedly, in our opinions, have we seen. But yet, when it's covering, well, I'm going to say it, but yet she'll run to the Texas Roadhouse for footage she knew existed because she complained that Seth needed to see proof of life. She was upset about that. Instead of being a mother enjoying looking at your child again who you haven't seen in a while, she was complaining that he wanted to see proof of life. Why didn't you want to see it? And it didn't bother her that law enforcement had it. What bothered her is when Dog's team got it.
You don't know anything. You don't know what bothered her and what didn't bother her. You don't know the woman. You've never spoke to the woman in any way, shape, or form. You have no idea what she's thinking and feeling. None.
And all the excitement in your voice.
And you know what? That buzzer, ugh, that's probably really what you look like.
Now you tell me why. Why did it not bother KP and lead her to the Texas Roadhouse to demand footage when she knew Sumner County Sheriff's Office?
Yeah, she didn't even go get the footage. I don't know what they're talking about. But even if she would have went up there, do you really think they're going to be nasty to the mother of a missing child? I doubt that. But I never heard of her going and getting the footage, except from these people.
Interesting question, right? I think that's an interesting question for the Office of Professional Responsibility, and I hope they pose it to Mr. Craddock and Mr. Brandon Carter. But yet, when she knew someone else other than Sumner County had that footage, it was very important to her to see it and to know what was on it. She didn't care when Sumner County had it. But when others had it, she needed to see that footage. Now, why would she need, first of all, two problems here. Wanting to see footage she didn't care about when law enforcement had it, that's concerning. She cares when someone else has it.
Katie never went
like there's accountability
and
if someone else has it,
with
but not if law enforcement has it. Enough that raced her down there. The second problem is she raced down there for the footage.
Number one, they don't. Beautiful disaster. They don't. Usually it's max 30 days. Usually. So there's no way. I don't believe none of these people. A year later, they're not going to have that footage.
No.
Which reveals something was on that footage that she needed to know what they captured. Meaning something was going on at Texas Roadhouse that she needed to know what Dog's team could see. She didn't care what Sumner County could see, clearly. but she raced in there, made a scene, and was asked to leave, allegedly, according to my sources.
Well, your sources are wrong. And you're wrong.
Never raced to the school to get his stuff. Never to a vigil.
You don't know that. Why would you race to the school to get his stuff? He takes his backpack home with him every day.
I just want to tell this woman, calm down, lady, and go clean your kitchen. I don't know why.
Do something. Get a hobby. But definitely messing with videos isn't it for you.
No.
But look, you have no idea if she went to the school to collect whatever belongings may have been there. But most teenagers carry everything in their backpacks.
Mm-hmm.
Never to a search, but she raced. And she also raced around that same time, started knocking on neighbors' doors, scaring neighbors, demanding footage. Allegedly,
She
according
wasn't scaring. Shut up, you lying. She wasn't. Oh my gosh. I can't believe that we're a year and a half in and still saying the same crap. I can't believe this.
Flick your bit, Kathy. Flick your bit.
This woman, oh my Lord. It's really kind of pathetic.
It really is. All the emphasis she puts is so sick.
Yeah. Frog Lady was more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
neighbors. One family went to a hotel. The other hired a security guard. So she knew what was on this, in my alleged opinion.
And I don't believe any neighbor hired her security. Shut up. God.
I'm over here trying not to laugh hard.
I don't know what you be drinking, but honey, that's some good shit. Because you out there in Delulu land.
Put the Kool-Aid down. We know it's got some vodka.
Look away. Back up from the aid. Binocular Bobby. Yeah, that's such a great source of information. Oh boy.
And she knew who was there lurking in that car. She walked right up to him.
She did?
She knows who Green Hoodie is. She knows who was in that car next to her. That Sebastian stood right in front of because he knew. And they waved to him and he did not wave back. He was clearly uneasy.
No, Sebastian wasn't uneasy at all in that footage at all. And do you know they were waving at Sebastian? There was other people there. You don't know they were waving at Sebastian. And it's not uncommon. My neighbors drive up and down the street. I don't know them. They'll wave. Doesn't mean anything. But again, I still don't have no concrete proof that anybody was waving at Sebastian.
Mm-mm.
Not in my opinion, anyway.
None that I've seen.
Hey, Jabba Jones. So KP doesn't have a problem with Ellie viewing the TR footage, but she's frantic over dog viewing the footage. This makes no sense. Ellie is all that matters. Exactly. It doesn't. She sounds so ridiculous. She's going to be upset because Dog and Nick got a hold of the footage, but law enforcement has had the footage.
I would like it if this lady would review an episode of Wile E. Coyote and Road Runner. You might have a better time with that.
I mean, you'd think if she's trying to hide something, and she's guilty of something, she would be more upset about law enforcement having the footage.
I believe you, Grandma Chronicles.
He saw that happening. He saw the plot.
She just wants 5 minutes of fame.
Yeah. You have even heard something or seen something on a computer at the poker party. But let me tell you.
You've analyzed the video. There is nothing. There is nothing in it. And I totally agree with you on that. It's a nothing burger. Just like everything else they put out.
Very obvious to me, my friends, and I would love you to leave me a comment.
Oh, did you see? Wait, she screwed up. Wait, what was that?
To me, my friends, and I would love you to leave me a comment.
So that's how you're doing it?
Let me tell you.
Oh.
It is we have a match, in my opinion. Look at that little curl. Look at it right there.
No, you don't.
Look at it hanging down right here. Look at that widow's peak. Look at that widow's peak. Look at that widow's peak. We have a match, and law enforcement's getting this not only in Sumner County. It's going all over the United States
Okay.
to elected officials, because we will find someone who cares that someone was hiding and lurking around Sebastian Rogers right before he went missing. Right before.
It wasn't right before, because he went home. He was in his mother's car. There's proof of that. He went home. He took out the trash and, did usual things at home and then went to bed.
Wile E. Coyote wants you to go and check him out.
Yeah, go ahead. Bye-bye. Hurry up. Go over there. Hurry up.
Yes, I love that word, asinine. That's perfect.
Exactly. Hold on. Exactly. Hey, Spooky.
He went missing on February 25th, 2024. Hit that thumbs up on your way out. There's more to come.
No, thank you.
Please sub up to the channel. Talk soon.
No, won't be subbing. Won't be hitting the thumbs up. And I won't be hitting the thumbs down, because any engagement counts, and I don't want to give you any engagement, because you a wackadoodle. You a true wackadoodle.
We wish you well on your journey, love bug.
Yes, go see the coyote.
Yes, Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner. They've got a lot of episodes. Check it out. That emphasis you put in there, Wile E. Coyote would love it.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
And I'm going to drop down, Kathy. Are you done, or are you going on?
I'm going to show another video. It's a short
okay,
one.
I'll stay.
This
As long as
is
it's
when I
Wile
was-
E. Coyote, I want to stay.
Wile E. Coyote. Well, we need to send her the links to Wile E. Coyote.
Well, Daffy
So she
Duck is
understands.
good too.
Hey, that frog lady and her. Yeah.
Just don't be picking on Tom and Jerry, man.
Okay, no, this isn't it. Okay, so it
The
should
next
be.
one's got to be good too, man.
Did I accidentally put it under VHP? Let me look. I'm looking for that video, and I know I saved it. Oh, PHP went to another meeting, and
Oh, we got another one of her town meetings.
oh yeah, it wasn't very exciting. She ran her mouth as usual, but
She didn't get thrown out. I'm just waiting.
$5,000 video. I don't have 5,000 videos. Are you kidding me?
I wish I had 5 videos.
Bullhorn
Betty's probably got 5,000.
Let me do it this way.
Oh, I love her town meetings. Those are funny to me.
Oh, she just ran her mouth.
She keeps me away from mine in fear of looking like hers. Her.
Okay, that's the short video. Yeah, this is the one I want. I'll fast forward through some of it.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I just seen something. Oh.
Good night, Chronicles. Why do I say that?
Okay, so they were trying to get. I'm just going to show this one. It's a little shorter. If you remember correctly, months back, I showed this video. I showed this where Aaron, he's on Zach Bagan's ghost hunting show, Ghost Adventures. His wife, and her in-prison boyfriend, were planning a hit on him. And she had money put aside, and there had been quite a bit of money that had changed hands.
I have to say, Chronicles has said good night to you.
Oh, well, thank you, Karma Chronicles. Thank you for coming in and hanging with us. Appreciate it. Thank you for letting me use your video.
She is just so sweet. I like her.
I put the shorter version on, so it didn't take us so long.
Your Honor, for 7 years, I thought I was.
Okay, this is his statement to the court. Her attorney is trying to get nothing but a little bit of probation for solicitation of murder, conspiracy to commit murder, blah, blah, blah. And the state does not want probation. They want her to serve time.
Oh.
So, and here's Erin's statement to the judge right before she's sentenced. This is Erin from Ghost Hunters.
Okay.
Erin Goodwin.
Oh, yeah.
Most loving relationship and marriage with my best friend. Someone who I trusted whole heart and laughed with every day. Someone who made me feel like I was like I was her one and only. I was loyal to her and did whatever I could to make her happy. I thought we were something very special, and so did everyone else. After finding out she was cheating on me in September of last year with multiple men, including the man going by the name Vincent, who turned out to be Grand Amato.
So she was cheating on him with multiple men, not just the dude in prison.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
For the option of divorce, where we could try to work it out, because I love her so much. She felt so bad, and I didn't want to lose me. Every day she made me feel more special, and she was so sorry. At least that's what she told me. Now discovering she put a hit out to kill me more than once. Got blackmailed and spent almost all our savings to keep it quiet. They fell more in love with Amato. They even got spiritually married.
And she did. Supposedly she was being blackmailed. And went through most of his savings because she didn't work, he did. But yeah, I think it was just more money trying to get the hit to happen, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion.
That's my opinion as well.
Mm-hmm.
And now I was called the first husband. We talked until she was arrested. And she sought his help to kill me. Oh, sorry.
Oh, her first husband, she even
This has led me to fear my life. I've hired armed security for weeks, not knowing it was over or not. Always looking over my shoulder and having to go through therapy, and even trying to understand any of it.
What really made me mad is the defense said she's never been in trouble. She's never done anything wrong. And Your Honor, her family is here to support her, and they could have posted her bond, but she didn't let them because she wanted to sit in jail for that 93 days. Still, she pled guilty and, got sentenced. Quickest settlement I've ever seen in a case.
Wow. I feel for him.
It's like a heartbreak no one should go through in life. I can't trust anything anymore. I cry every day. I feel so low. She grew me into a person I never was. I will always wonder why. But worst of all, she lied to me every day. I didn't know about any of the murder plot, the hitman, or the blackmail until the detectives told me after she was arrested. Now behind bars, she's trying to manipulate through lawyers and trying to silence me and not come here today. So I wouldn't be standing here. In honor, Your Honor, this person over here, I don't know at all. Not one bit. The fact that this person did all this to me with no worry, no care, or love in her heart for me. I will never feel the same. I will never feel safe or be the same because of what she did. Especially when she gets out one day. She claims she's remorseful now that she's been caught, but there at no time before did she ever try to stop this from happening. She tried to have me killed. She gave my location to people. Truly believed we were trying. I truly believe with people she truly believed were going to harm me. She even asked for the updates on the murder. And this was all when I was just her loving husband. I thought, whether she got minimum or maximum time, I still won't feel safe whenever she's released. I feel like this deserves prison time. I don't know. So just leave it in your hand, John, and thank you.
Okay, that was his. Now I'm going to play you the sentencing, which
She looked like she just lined it over.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna play you. I'm on. Where are you going? All right. I'm gonna play you the sentencing, and then that's it.
Okay.
Oh wait, here it is. Here's the sentencing. I didn't want to go through all the hoopla, but anyway, let me.
Oh, thank you.
Um, she
She
didn't
needs
get.
to just
She
be
didn't get
gone.
probation. But
She
they did give
didn't?
her. No. She got time. They are gonna let her. Of course, the 93 days she served will be credited. But yeah. Now here's her sentencing. And she gave a statement saying she's going to leave Nevada and he doesn't ever have to worry about her ever again. She'll never try to talk to him or nothing.
That's not enough.
No.
To go through life, I can't trust anything anymore. I cry every day. I feel so
Hey, why is
alone.
this back on?
An emotional statement from Las Vegas-based reality TV star Aaron Goodwin in the moments before a judge sentenced his ex-wife to prison time for plotting his murder. Victoria Goodwin will serve between 36 and 90 months in prison on one count of conspiracy to commit murder. Court records show she planned to kill the Ghost Adventurer star with her lover. The hit never happened, but Goodwin's lover then blackmailed her to keep his silence. Aaron Goodwin told the court throughout it all, he thought he had a happy marriage.
Now discovering she put.
So the minimum she can do before she can get paroled is 36 months. The maximum is 90 months.
I mean, I just heard a whole lot of other things she was doing other than plotting a murder that should have gave her more time.
And, she had a clean record and,
Well.
And she did try to back away from it. And then allegedly there was blackmail and stuff. But I question all that as well.
Me too.
I killed more than once. Got blackmailed and spent almost all our savings to keep it quiet.
Goodwin told the court the threat shattered his sense of security and his life will never be the same again. Victoria Goodwin apologized to him and her parents during her pre-sentencing statement. And
there you go.
It's like a heartbreak no one should go through.
I just wanted to update everybody because I did talk about this when it all happened. And no, she got 36 to 90 months. You're right. Beautiful disaster. The least she can do is the 36 months. And that's with credit for the 93 days that she's already served because, she felt so bad. She wouldn't even let her, yeah, they do that, Purple Dragon. I go through it all the time too. They're just now, putting my videos from a week ago from the protest in the red, like 12 cents. Come on, give me a fucking break.
I get a lot of your older videos all the time from like a year ago.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I do. I watch them too. They're fun.
But yeah, I'm not sure if that was enough time, but like I said, the least she can do is the 36 months, which is like the 3 years, or she may have to do. She may not, if he goes up to the parole board, she may have to do the full 90 months.
She might. I don't know if I would encourage that guy for his own mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you got to cut your losses and just say she got what she deserved and be done.
Exactly.
I fear for his mental health, actually.
Yep. But there was more I wanted to show you, but we got sidetracked so many times, and that's okay. Just gives me stuff to show you another day.
Absolutely.
It was fun talking with Roro and Brittany, and it was fun.
Sorry. I had to encourage Roro to come up because you two are hilarious.
Oh, I love Roro when she comes up.
I know she's got so much to say, and it just cracks me up off my chair.
Well, they said she's been a model prisoner at the county. And, her lawyer and her wanted the judge to understand that her family could have bonded her out, but she didn't let them because she knew she had to pay for what she did.
Oh, that's very righteous of you, honey.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, I'm going to drop down, Kathy, so you can finish. And
Yeah, thank you for
I hope
hanging with me.
Absolutely. I hope you have a good evening, and everybody else in here.
Yeah, tomorrow
I'll
I'm going
be
to
in
go
the
to the
chat
beach.
sending you your roses.
Oh, thank you, Freddie. You're
You're
so
welcome.
sweet.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Good
Bye-bye.
night. But yeah, Misfits, thank you for hanging with me so long. Don't forget to do all that YouTube stuff, you know, the thumbs up, the subbing, the sharing, the memberships, you know, all that stuff. I'm not good at pushing that stuff. I'm really not. I think I should take some lessons from BJ. Not. Anyway, y'all be some mods. Thank you for a great job as always. And like I said, I just ran out of time. There were some other things I wanted to show you, but hubby's getting antsy. I said I was doing a short one. Here I am, almost 4 hours late. Well, I started at what, 7:15? So yeah, almost 4 hours later. Well, not quite, but close enough. Anyway, I don't know. I probably won't be live tomorrow, but Monday we are going to. There's other couple stories I wanted to get in and show you. I want to show you, but we are gonna really look at Lady Freedom Bird. And I'm gonna play you what happened with and how she lied in the RO at the court hearing, what she lied about saying was done that wasn't done. But and I know that White Boy and Noel were sharing their Cash App because it's going to be, you know, he has to get a lawyer now. And you know, and I still think that Bullhorn Betty was the catalyst in this. I just do. She doesn't like them. She's had it out for them for quite a while. This was none of her business, but she inserted herself and went to court with this woman. I think that's who's behind it. That's just my opinion. But yeah. So, you know, their Cash App link is, I don't have it or I'd share it, but I know he's going to, you know, he has to get an attorney for this because, you know, this is damaging, especially the lies that were told. But we will go over that Monday. It'll probably be an early live Monday. If I can put it. But yeah. Anyway, y'all enjoy your beautiful Sunday. Thank you for hanging with me. Be the best misfit you can be out there. Make this mama misfit proud. And let me know what you think in the comments. And if there's somebody you want to look at, please let me know. We sure will. My email's on my channel. I always answer my emails. All right, night. All right, guys. Good night. I don't know who's live. I think Jay's live. If you guys want to go over to Jay, Jay's live. Every day with Jay, she's live. I don't know if anybody else is. But okay. Night all.